Hello. Is there anybody out there? Well, it doesn't look like there's anybody here, so I'll see if anybody shows up. If somebody shows up, then we'll chat about things and hopefully we can talk about the Chris Rock response that has taken him a long time, and I think he's just done it amazingly. I think he's handled himself beyond what you would expect, because I would have probably responded. First of all, I would have responded immediately, that very second. I think I would. I don't know. I think he was in major shock. But I feel like I would not have been able to help but to fire back. Hello. How are you doing? I told Pissy that I wanted to make enchiladas for you guys, but I need to, at the time that Murdoch case was not over with, and okay, my whole life was just a mess. Oh, awesome, Maze. Thank you. Hey, this live popped up with no notification. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This happens to me too, though. A lot of, like, even Nikki, I constantly will go and like unring the bell and then ring it again. But what I do, I just like go and check with her. And then when I see something's coming up, I push notify me. Then I actually get a notification, but not always. You did get one. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happens. Because I know I've heard a lot of people say they don't get notifications. And I know I don't, for ones that I've made sure I have. I don't really know. But yeah, I want to make enchiladas for you guys. That Murdoch case really tried to take the whole life out of me. That was weird. For 6 weeks, literally, like during the week, I couldn't leave the house. And that just felt weird. Like yesterday and today, well, yesterday was Sunday, but today I was running around and it felt so weird because for so long I couldn't just run to the grocery store. Annoying. But I'm still at the hotel. Last night, I went and had drinks with Mr. Snotty's new coworkers. That was really awesome. We had a great time. No. What? A message? Like, where did you send a message? Not a text message. Surely not a text message. You're on your phone right now, not home, but will be in a little while. This life is a bit different for me and still figuring it out. No, I know it is. That's awesome. I know. I mean, what I'm saying is what you're doing, Top Hats. That is awesome, but I get it. You know, any change is a change. Yep, I know. I am totally, I could be a recluse, no issue. Oh, last night on your live. Oh, no, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. Well, I told Pissy I will make enchiladas for her birthday because Butthead really wants enchiladas. He actually said, instead of pineapple upside down cake, I just want enchiladas. I said, well, guess what? I'll make both. No, I didn't see it though, Mar. Sorry about that. Now I put my intro and my outro. It's actually called that. Not that I made it. That right. That's what well, me too. Me too. Yeah. Obviously Ashley made them. The intro, outro, all of my shorts. Ashley's made all of them. Oh, okay. Yeah, I get you. Right? Well, my brother-in-law loves my pineapple upside down cake a lot. And so for his birthday every year, I will make him one. And then I made some enchiladas for my aunt, and he was there and had some. So I ran into him at the casino, him and my sister. And he was like, okay, guess what? I just had your enchiladas, and I want that more than the cake. Yes, they are yummy. I'm going to take easy way out and say, hey, everyone, people, screen name don't just pop up in like computer. Okay, I don't know. I'm not getting it, Top Hats. I don't understand what you're saying. I'm going to take easy way out and say, hey, everyone, people's screen name don't just pop up in phone like computer. Okay, I don't get it. So, a lot of times it takes hitting me over the head or Fig texting me and saying, hey, wow, excuse me, sorry about that. Yeah, more, I actually have Jack every day. Oh. Oh. Yes, yes, please do, Top Hat. Absolutely. Please do. Don't worry. Don't worry at all. No, don't even. I'm sorry. Now I get it, but don't worry. Oh yeah, I can't. You know what? That's so funny. Okay, now that I see what you're talking about, I have almost wanted to ask people, can you take it down a notch? Because yeah, it's a lot. Right, because on your phone it pops up, but on the computer it doesn't. Is that what I'm talking? No? Am I wrong? Oh, yeah, actually. Okay. So I don't know, but I'm going to stop right now. Oh my God. I do not know what I'm talking about. That is funny. So I think from and I haven't answered her back. I got busy. From my understanding, So, yes, that sounds awesome. That sounds, yeah, I'm pretty sure that sounds great. I think so. I'll make enchiladas and pineapple upside down cake. Oh, okay, maize. Okay. See, I think because I'm on StreamYard, not on YouTube. So that's why I probably don't understand exactly what everyone's talking about. Maybe, maybe not. No, that sounds awesome. Hey, DC, how are you doing? Off to work third tonight. Just wanted to drop by and say hello to you all. Well, thank you for doing that, DC. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Babies are good. Hello, Frazzled. I even went home today, Frazzled. I set my glasses right next to my purse so I would not leave without them. And I left without them. It's not about being vain, I swear. Frazzled has nothing to do with that. Believe me. But from what I understand, Hunter did go and work today with the neighbor. Yay. From my understanding, that can be a regular gig. I don't know, just saying. It's a really good idea. Yeah, Frazzled, I know you think that I'm just trying, but I'm not. I'm a whole issue all wrapped up into a thing, right? I haven't seen Kimmy in here yet, but I did get a message from her today, and that's the way I'm getting it. And her neighbor is going to fix her car for her. So that's a really good thing. Very, very good. Very happy about all of that. And I talked to Legs today, and we're very, very excited. Yes, isn't that so good? I'm so happy. Oh, and okay, one more thing. Um, um, she finished her script. And I think Legs is going to edit it, or somebody. I don't know. I think so. I know she wants me to. I'm not the person for that. And sir, we don't even have time. I really don't. Oh, can you imagine? Uh, Frazzled, we've got the hog slapper hanging out the window. Oh, there she is. There's Kimmy. We were just talking about you. I was just telling everybody your good news that your neighbor's going to fix your car. And now Frazzled is concerned about you being on the road. We love you, Kimmy. You know we do. We're very happy about you. Oh, I hear you, Frazzle. Yeah, I know. I don't have time for a lot of stuff. Hey, pharmacy girl. Hello. How you doing? You are home? Yeah. No, I know we were just kidding, Kimmy. I was talking about you getting your car fixed, and so we were just joking. I love that, Kimmy. I love that. That is so funny. Right. Right. Yeah, we're playing. Of course, we're playing. Because he doesn't know me. Yeah. Yeah, believe me. How are you getting along, pharmacy girl, with your arm? Yeah, I think we know that we're playing and having fun here. That's what we do. We like to tease one another, and that's good. It's all good. It's all good up in the hood over here, right? That's right. You can give it and you can take it. And we like it a lot. Right, right. That's what I heard. Okay. I was trying to see if you told me or if Legs told me. I feel like Legs told me, but I was running around and not even looking at my phone. Yeah, because today I wasn't streaming Murdoch, so I was running amok all over town. My baby Jack didn't come with me today because he has an ear infection, so mommy took him to the doctor. I have a warning about the free food. They change companies now. They just give meat in a bag without any name. Now my wrinkle penny is having what's. Oh my God, Kimmy, Kimmy, Kimmy. Oh my Lanta. Oh shit. Wow. Okay, I don't have a whole lot about that. I don't have to. I don't even know what you want me to say about that. Oh my God. Are you for reals lost on that? Um, right? For reals? In the car? Hopefully not the car. Uh, yeah, so wrinkled penny is your hey, this wrinkled penny did not come from me. This has nothing to do with me. This came from Devious. So person's rectum, I guess, I don't know. They call it a wrinkled penny. So, but that did not come from me. That's where Kimmy's getting that. Thank you for remembering me. My arm started to throb during the second half of my day, but it's not really as painful now. Oh, good. Sorry about that. Yeah, I've never had a broken limb, so I don't know. I don't even know because I'm so well. That's stupid because as cautious as I am, because I'm a paranoid freak, I fall a lot over nothing. Like I trip and there's nothing there. I know what that. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Sorry. Uh, oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, I've never had canned hamburger. I don't understand that. I don't know what to say. Probably don't. So yeah, well, I kind of thought that you knew that part, but so yeah, Kimmy's gonna have to answer that about the rest of the food because that part I don't know. Well, had I not happened to see that show or that particular live of Devious, I wouldn't know what that was. I wouldn't. Yeah, I see that's yeah. So you have to explain to Frazzled what you're talking about. Yeah, do you see that pharmacy girl? What Marla just put up? She did. She just I don't necessarily like to tell everybody's business, which I know I've told her business a little bit here and there. She's my auntie. I can't help it. But so pharmacy girl, yes. Marla just as she said, got released from the orthopedist since she had a broken wrist. And what she didn't say is she actually only has one arm. So that was the yeah. So it was a really serious situation. I know, Frazzle. I know it's hilarious. It cracks me up. I do too. I love her. Lucerna, I don't know about that. Wait. The old company would go to the food store and get meat and give it to people who makes under a certain amount. And now they don't do that, Kimmy? Now they change companies. They put 5 pounds of mystery meat into a bag and hand it to people I do not taste like chicken, so I thought I was good. Oh, God. Wow. Okay, I don't know what to say about that. That's really yucky. Yeah, not easy for darn sure. I know. She texted me and said, the biggest, what did she say? The biggest fear of my whole life has just happened. I broke my only arm or wrist, whatever it was. Her wrist is actually what it was. But yeah, that's a thing for sure. For sure. Hey, legs. Oh, good God, that makes me nervous as a cat and a hat. Oh my God. Oh, right. No, yeah, I know. For sure, pharmacy girl, for sure. Oh, wow, frazzled. Yes, I am proud of you. Wow. I need to do that too because I know, like, I still follow some Rick RV guy that I don't know anything about. That was like a long time ago when I didn't even know what pushing subscribe meant. You can't pick up. Oh my God. All right. Hey. That's right. Oh, okay. Yeah. If you don't have to cook, no reason for it. Right. Yeah. When Mr. Snotty's out of town, awesome. I'm not cooking. Oh yeah, Legs, I forgot to ask you, what happened with your wrist? I can't believe it. I talked to you today and didn't even ask about that. Top hats, I'm just gonna say be careful being in chat and cooking. I don't want you to burn anything. Okay, well, yeah, it's probably gonna keep on hurting, Legs. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's a tough one though, because I can't sometimes I feel like I could never get enough chicken wings. I love chicken wings, but I only like honey hot. So that's kind of either mine or native. Okay, well, good, top hats. Don't want you to burn anything. Don't want anything ruined on my account for sure. Definitely not on my account. Yeah, beef and broccoli and fried rice sounds really awesome. Sounds yummy. So I was gonna play a little bit, obviously, just with fair use and commentary, play some of um, from the Chris Rock show, but obviously I'm not going to do it from Netflix because we all know what happened to me last time I pulled that stunt. He took her phone, and that is like taking her life. Okay, I missed something, so I'm going to go back and see. Uh, okay, I see now. No, I think it's great. I think it's a great top hats. I think it's awesome. Oh my God, I love Chris Rock. And I don't know about everybody else, but my whole take on that, I was really surprised when that thing all happened last year that anybody defended Will Smith, quite honestly. I mean, first of all, comedy is comedy, and this is where we haven't had to be all politically correct. We just say things that are funny and it's allowed, and all of a sudden it's not. Which I do not agree with. But not only that, um, any kind of violence like that is absolutely unacceptable. 100%. That's not okay. Not for me, it's not. Yeah, I'm glad you told him that, Kimmy, because wow, he's a lot. And I don't even know the guy, but I've heard it more than I probably need to. Right. That's right. Frazzled, that's right. Yeah, he's definitely pulling some, he talks out of his butt. So I'm not quite sure if you want him to talk to Hunter or not. I don't know. I'm just saying that. But again, it's none my business. None my okay, that's not coming out like I thought it would. Sorry, forget it. Let it go, please. It's none of my business. Okay, so I'm gonna play something from it's from Popcorn Planet. Because like I said, I'm not about to play anything from Netflix ever again. Wow, is that real? Oh, it was horrible. It was horrible. And he has behaved so well, if you ask me. He has said nothing until just recently. And I think what he said was absolutely spot on, accurate, funny. He's a comedian. That's what he does. And if Jada can't handle her alopecia, that's too bad. She's the one going around acting like she loves it. Anyway, it doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. You can't put your hands on someone. You can't do that. What do we teach our kids? You keep your hands to yourself. That's not okay. It was disappointing for me for Will Smith to do it because I thought way more of him. And, because I didn't really know I didn't even know about Red Table Talk and all that shit before this. But honestly, his problem, I'm pretty sure, is at his house. It's not with Chris Rock. Oh, it wasn't staged. It was not staged. No, 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 no. But it was bullshit. Oh my gosh. Well, I think they should get a divorce. This open marriage and, open for the entire world, I think is a little ridiculous. But whatever. I mean, I think if you have to punch somebody because your marriage is so jacked up, then maybe you need to look at the marriage and not at somebody making a joke about the reality of your world. I don't know. I don't like Jada, never have, still don't, but I don't really care. Right. To me, Chris Rock could have, first of all, hit him back. I feel like just a natural reaction because you would have been caught off guard. I feel like I would have hit back just because that would be just a reaction. But he could have pressed charges on him. He should have been taken out of the building, bare minimum. First of all, he should have been taken out in handcuffs probably, because that's a crime. It just is. But he should have been taken out of there. And Chris Rock did not press charges. He didn't even say anything for a long time. I think he handled himself well. And every time that Will Smith has apologized, he has said, but, or it's because of this. How about no? I fucked up. It's unacceptable what I did, and I'm very sorry. I don't expect you to forgive me, but I am very sorry for what I did, because what I did was absolutely wrong, unacceptable behavior, period. Not but, not because. No, because there is none of that. What did he say? Okay, I missed something. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. Yeah, I think it's really disgusting. Maze, I do. I think it's so gross. Like, he clearly doesn't want it. For whatever reason, she's just worth anything and everything to him. And I think no matter what he does, he's going to be affected by this forever. I mean, should it be completely canceled? I don't believe so. Well, I think that's up to the viewer. I don't think anyone needs to decide that. But people are either going to go and watch his shit or they're not. I don't know. I don't go to movies anyway, so my vote really doesn't count. But I truly thought a lot more of him prior to that. I did. I mean, I was so blown away by that. I, honest to God, did not even, it was crazy. But it's really funny what, he puts it on perfect, if you ask me. I got zero problems with what he did.
I'm Andy Signor, and man, Chris Rock bided his time. He didn't do no magazine profile. He didn't get emotional on Instagram. He didn't do an Oprah interview. No, he didn't do any of that. He went to work, and he went to his Ego Death Tour where the fans paid and sold out shows so they could see Chris Rock perform. And he started teasing jokes about the incident. Well, he's been waiting. He waited. Not only did he wait the full year when Will's finally trying to get himself back, Chris Rock decided to do it 2 weeks before the Oscars. So this Saturday night, guys, not only is Chris Rock going to finally address everything, and he already has addressed some of it. We're going to get to it in a second. There's some teasing I can provide for you here. He's about to do a live Netflix special at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday. Yeah, I said it. A live Netflix special on Netflix. This is literally.
Okay, I need to give commentary. And credit to Popcorn Planet for this. I think he did a great job with this, and I think everybody did. So there you go.
Literally something Netflix has never done before. They worked on the technology. They made a deal with Chris. They apparently back in September. And yes, now they're going to do their first live event on Netflix, the app itself, where you're going to be able to watch his new show, Selective Outrage, live. Everybody's going to react real time. And Chris ain't no dummy. He's teasing this up. They're all saying he saved his best punchlines for Saturday's special. Dude's doing a full court press tour, did a whole profile with Wall Street Journal. Netflix and Chris Rock's team are on this fully, setting up the tone that, yes, it's finally going to be addressed on his terms and on his stage.
Which is exactly what he should do. He got sucker punched. Don't let that shit happen again. That's my opinion. Don't let that happen again. I'll run this shit now. I'll run it from here on out. You went ahead and fucked up. Yep. Smart move. Absolutely. Smart move.
And man, Will Smith has got to be sweating. I just am so looking forward to what this is going to be. Now, look, I know some of you clicked. You're like, well, where's the thing? We're going to do an update. In fact, I'll put the update. We'll put it up here. We'll put it at the end of this video. You'll be able to see it. Make sure if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for all alerts, because yes, we will obviously report on whatever Chris Rock decides to do on Saturday. But we can give you some guidance and what we expect to hear, given some of the material that he released over the past year at his Ego Death tour. Now let's look at what Chris Rock's already putting out there, because Chris Rock's putting this hard. He did a whole the whole Wall Street Journal press is going in there speaking to Netflix reps and colleagues of Chris, setting this all up, teeing this up, where it's like, man, the only platform Mr. Rock went to was the stage, as they said.
Okay, so maybe I screwed something up, because that is not what I thought I was going to play. What the hell? Right, because I'm sure she doesn't want to get rid of his money or the fact that he kisses her ass. Let me make sure that this is what I... That's not what I was... Okay. Okay, now I got the right one. Sorry about that. Sorry.
knows I had nothing to do with that. I didn't have any entanglements.
Oh, he's going there. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor. Chris Rock just wrapped up his live Netflix special, Selective Outrage, and I thought it was really funny. But I got the Will Smith and Jada portions for you here right now. Wow. I'm going to react again with you right now. I had to edit them a little bit. I'm offering commentary here. I might have to start and stop. You guys can watch the full special uninterrupted on Netflix, so don't go complaining. I'm just trying to give it to you here with fair use, because it's newsworthy. What he just said is newsworthy. It's all over the news. In fact, man, how many times did he call him a B? I'm also trying to get a minute in before this starts, because, yeah, he leveled into not only Will, but Jada. Everything we were wondering, is he going to go there? Is he going to go there? Oh, he went there. All right, let's break it down. So stand up, a special, live special Netflix. I do encourage you to watch the whole thing. There was a whole Meghan Markle bit. I'm going to pull that tomorrow. But right now, let's go through Chris Rock's responses to Will Smith. Here we go.
In the Oscars by this mother, and people like, did it hurt? It still hurts. I got Summertime ringing in my ears, but I'm not a
Now we heard all those jokes before, but here's where it's new.
victim, baby. You will never see me on Oprah or Gail crying. I couldn't believe it, and I love Men in Black. No.
Isn't that hilarious? You're not going to see me on Oprah. I love that shit. I love it, love it, love it.
Love Men in Black. Everyone was wondering why I didn't do those interviews. Well, it was really smart because he's like, I'm not playing no victim. He hit it. I trimmed it a bit. He really hit it. You will never see Chris Rock crying on Gayle King talking about getting slapped by Will Smith.
It's never gonna happen. No. I took that hit like Pacquiao, motherfucker.
He did.
And people are, well, you guys are fighting all the time. We're not fighting. First of all, I know you can't tell on camera. Will Smith is significantly bigger than me.
Like, he is way bigger. You could tell in actually the photo, but everyone just assumes they were fighting, and it was somehow a fair fight.
We are not the same size. Will Smith played Muhammad Ali in a movie. You think I auditioned for that part?
No.
He played Muhammad Ali. I played Pookie in New Jack City.
Now, he's been testing that joke a lot.
Yeah, true story. Hello. I heard, that's why I heard all kinds of excuses about this shit. No, none of them, none of it works. None of it works. Whatever anybody's coming up with to say, not saying hate Will Smith. I'm saying he was wrong. 100% wrong. Oh my God. Yes, it would be great. I watched all of this. I'm not going to play, I don't know. Hey, Justice Jane. Hello. Yeah, I tried to play some Netflix not too long ago, and they shut my stream right down. Wasn't the smartest thing I've ever done. So I'm just playing this here. But yeah, this is actually hilarious. I love comedy, and I hate when people want to go, oh, you're not allowed to say that. No, I'm freaking allowed to say whatever I want to. You're allowed to not like it. That's the whole thing. You're allowed to be offended, and so am I, by the way. Yeah. How weird is that? Shit offends me also, believe it or not. Even though I smoke and whatnot. Heterosexual, I'm a Christian. Yeah, shit still offends me. But there we go. Anyway, okay, I'll get back to this.
That one was going, we knew that joke was coming, but he delivered it strong, even in the finale here as he went live. There had to be a lot of pressure on performing this live, and I'll get to more of that, my review, because he messed up one and I cut it out, but here.
But Will Smith practices selective outrage.
Now, this was the theme of the whole show, and I do encourage you watch the whole show. He goes into what selective outrage is. Now, he did make a joke about Michael Jackson that I didn't like. He's not the same as R. Kelly, because R. Kelly was actually convicted of a crime, but I digress. But the rest of the special was really well done. He really goes there. It's offensive at times, but he just talks about how people are always mad at the things that they're mad at, but then ignore it if they like something and they're doing the same thing. Well, then they're okay with it. And he goes in a ton on Meghan Markle regarding this and more. But I want to play what he's going into because it all teed in. This was the finale, the end of his stand-up bit. He goes into Will Smith practices selective outrage. And I knew, oh, it's about to go down.
Everybody that really knows I had nothing to do with that. I didn't have any entanglements. And then for people that don't know, and everybody knows, his wife was her son's friend. Okay.
He was effing. Sorry, I had to believe it. He was, this is true. We've reported on it. Jada Pinkett Smith was effing his son's friend, Jaden's friend, August.
Okay.
Okay, I just have to keep stopping, okay? Just FYI, I have to keep stopping. So, again, I still think it's hilarious. I still love it. Love, love, love it. I love humor. I'm not going to lie about that. I absolutely love humor very much.
Now, I normally would not talk about this shit, but for some reason, these put that shit on the internet.
They put it all over the internet. Red Table Talk is like a weekly installment of them talking about it and talking about it with their kids. It's maddening what Jada keeps putting out online, and Will doesn't like it. We did a whole video on it. Go watch this one again. Will wanted her to put that phone down and he refused. So Chris is going to lay into her.
I have no idea why two talented people would do something that low down. What the everybody in here have been cheated on. None of us have ever been interviewed by the person that cheated on us on television.
It's so weird. It's so weird. It's
true story, right? Oh my God. That is so true. Seriously, to me, she absolutely humiliates the shit out of Will Smith. Again, not my business. And they needed to not make it anybody's business, but they did. Yeah, both of them. Miss Alopecia and Mr. Blue Balls, whatever you want to call him. I don't know what you want to call him.
so smart because these are facts. This isn't even like he's being salacious here. This is stuff they've put out into the world themselves.
It's like, hey, I was sucking somebody else's. How did that make you feel? Why the would you do that?
I don't know. Why would you do it? Why they kept doing it? She does it all the time.
She hurt him way more than he hurt me. Okay. By the way, he does that. Everybody in the world called him a bitch. Everybody called that man a
B. I gotta say that I gotta.
bitch. Charlemagne called him a bitch, and the Breakfast Club called him a bitch, and the View, and the Talk, and every rapper, and the Drink Champs called him a bitch. Everybody called him a bitch. They called his wife a predator. Everybody called him a bitch.
Now the audience knows what he's doing. It's sort of like.
Yeah, I know. To me, though, this is exactly right. He set his own self up. He allowed himself to be put in this position. So what? The way you want to handle it? Bad news. Bad news. I think Chris Rock is a class act, 100%. I could not have. I would have punched him back. More than likely, it would have been a damn melee. I think he was absolutely caught so far off guard. What was he going to do? It's crazy. Anyway, I have to keep talking. I have to.
Like he's calling him one through everybody else who was calling him one, is calling his wife a predator. Man, he's leveling into them.
Everybody. And who's he hit? Me.
I mean, that is a beautiful tee up, and it is true. Like, why did you take your outrage on Chris Rock? This made no sense.
He knows he could beat. That is some bitch ass. What the fuck?
He's been holding that in. You can tell.
Nothing to this mother. Okay.
Now, here's where things. I got one more minute or so left, and you can just tell he's been holding this in. He is ready to unload, and they're live. And at one point in this montage, he messed up. I trimmed it for him, but he would typically, I'm sure, fix that in the edit of stand-up specials that he puts out. But he gets a little flustered at one because you can just tell this is probably a relief to get all this out.
Okay. Years ago, his wife said I should quit the Oscars. I shouldn't host because Will didn't get nominated for concussion. What the f? So then I do some jokes about her. Who gives a f? That's how it is. She starts it, I finish it. Okay. That's
I know. Don't you love it? He is totally calling him out. That's exactly what needs to happen. He should have. He did this exactly right. He waited for a show and I watched this whole thing. This was the very end. He didn't do this right off the bat. He could have done way worse. And I guess there's been all kinds of people pissed off about this too. Like I said, so many people thought that Will Smith had a right to do that. He absolutely did not. Did not. I don't give a fuck about her alopecia. Even if he totally made fun of it, which he really didn't. She's the one who talks about their entire life. Isn't it hilarious? Oh my God, I think it's freaking so funny. I can't even stand it.
That's what the happened. Nobody's picking on this bitch. She started this. Nobody was picking on her.
That was the one point where I'm like, man, he really went after her. Nobody cares about this B.
Nobody was picking on her. She said, me, a grown-ass man, should quit his job because her husband didn't get nominated for concussion. And then this gives me a concussion, okay? What the I love Will Smith. My whole life, I love this. He's made some great movies. I have rooted for Will Smith my whole life. I root for this mother.
We all sorry, I got to interrupt because it's my God. Sorry, we hear a commentary. Watch Uninterrupted over on Netflix, and you should watch it. This is an advertisement. Go check it out. We were all rooting for him. That moment was such a bummer, and we do aim our eyes at Jada. Why did you get so bothered by that G.I. Jane joke? And he never mentions G.I. Jane, by the way.
Okay, and now I watch Emancipation just to see him get whooped. Got me rooting for Massa, okay? Hit him again, Massa. Hit him again.
Jeez.
And a lot of people go, Chris, how come you didn't do nothing back? How come you didn't do nothing back that night? Because I got parents. That's why. Because I was raised. And you know what my parents taught me? Don't fight in front of white people.
That was it. That was it.
Okay, so I loved it. Not gonna lie, I loved it. The whole thing is really funny. Okay, I'm trying to catch up on what I missed out on here in chat. Oh, God. Yeah, you're right. They can. Okay, I don't know everything that's going on here, but honestly, you know what you need to tell them? Those girls that think they're so damn cute, they end up being the ones that don't do so well in life. A lot of times, just saying. Not always, but oh, he is so funny to me. I think he's hilarious, but I really like comedies. That's my favorite thing. I like to laugh. But what he says is not wrong. It's not wrong. She humiliates the shit out of her own husband all the time. That's something they need to work out. I've never watched her show, Red Table Talk or whatever. I've seen on Popcorn Planet, I've watched different clips and stuff. And I think that's where he actually apologized. I think so. Pretty sure. But, right here, if you're going to give an excuse for it, just say, I was wrong. I was 100% wrong. Sorry about that. And no. And people should be in trouble for the fact he got to stay there and get his award. No. What you did was assault. Plain and fucking simple. It's assault. I don't get by with assault. I don't think anybody needs to. Yeah, the thing is, kids are always going to get bullied and things are always going to happen. What they need to know, first of all, is this too will pass. It actually will. Does it mean that kids should do it? No, they shouldn't. And I was always the one that stood up for kids that were being bullied, and everybody was afraid of me. And so when I said, leave them the fuck alone, I meant it, and it happened. But that doesn't, there's not always someone there to do it. What's really hard for kids to understand is that this seems so huge right now, but it's not. It's not. My neighbor was bullied so badly. So badly. And I never, I let some of it go on. But when it was excessive, I would stand up and say, listen, don't leave her alone. Leave her alone. Honestly, I found her to be somebody that she pushed people. She had buttons that people were set off by her. And I wasn't, but I could see where it happened. And I got to tell you, one day, I even told my dad that I said, kids are really mean to her. And he said, Jackie, I'm not saying it's okay, but even the dogs don't like her. He's like, I see why people don't like her. And she was obnoxious. She just was. And she wouldn't fucking stop. And I would even say to her sometimes, maybe just don't push people so much. Back the fuck down. Relax. When they got too excessive, I told them, leave her the fuck alone. I mean it. But I ended up talking to her about 10 years ago. And I finally had to block her and shit because she started harassing me and saying, because she asked me to go to lunch. And I said, well, I didn't have time right then. I couldn't the day she asked me to. And then my son graduated from his tech school and I went to his graduation and went out with them. And next thing I know, she sent me a thing saying, oh, if you can go, you have time to go out with your son, but you don't have. And I was like, okay, this is the kind of fucking shit that's why you were harassed. You know what? No, I'm not going to lunch with you ever. I don't even want to, quite frankly. But now that you've done this, yeah. I was going to give you more pity that I've given you all through the years, but no. Mm-mm. So there are some kids that, I'm not saying they ask that it's okay, but there are the ones that you got to kind of feel bad for people that get in trouble. But kids really do need to understand that, you know what, this is going to pass. It really is. It seems so huge right now, but it's not. It's going to pass so quickly. No, I know. Oh, it's all women, Frazzle? I don't know. I didn't know. I've only watched clips from somewhere, and I think it's on Facebook. I don't know. And I honestly never even go to Facebook. I try to make myself go there, but I just don't. Kids are mean. They are. And I don't think you're ever going to stop it. The reality is the ones who are bullying, those are the ones who have a very low self-esteem. But you can't make kids understand that when they're being bullied, it's different for them. But God, those are always the kids that end up not having good lives. Well, I mean, not always, but you've seen, yeah, me too. I've only seen clips of the red table. I'm not red table talk, I think is what it's called. I have never cared for Jada myself, so I wouldn't just watch that. But I know I apparently he's given 2 apologies, I think. I've heard. I only watched one, but he really gave a total excuse for why he did it. To me, he should have just simply said, "I'm wrong and I'm sorry." Period. That's it. Because that's it. You can't say but. No. That's my opinion. If he punched me, I'm pretty sure it would have been a fucking melee, a throwdown for sure. Because I can't imagine myself just taking it. But no matter what, it changed my opinion of Will Smith 100%, and I can't change that. That's just how I feel. Because I think that he is too much of a pussy to tell his wife that, seriously, you humiliate me, you have emasculated me, you just put me in a position where now I have made a fucking asshole of myself for the entire world to see. To me, it's on her, but it's on him for not telling her. You know what? Take the kid's friend and go move out with them. Get the fuck out of my house. Right. I only wish I could handle it the way that Chris Rock did. Just take it. And then spend a whole year stewing on it and making up good content. I think that was fucking brilliant. I think it was great. It's the best thing you could have done, in my opinion. But people defended Will Smith doing that. Well, he made fun of his wife's hair. So fucking what? So what? That's what comedians do. That's what they do. She's so confident in herself. She, just like he said, interviews her husband about fucking around on him. Really? Who in the hell does that? It's gross. It's fucking gross. Oh, yeah, I cannot imagine. I would not have kicked somebody's ass big time on that one. Like you said, Will Smith is a lot bigger than him. I love the way he talks about it on there. The whole thing is really funny. He goes off on a big thing about the Kardashians. Oh my God, it is so funny. You got to see it. I wish I could just play the Netflix thing, but again, we all know I'm not going to do that. No. I mean, I got 2 minutes into that and it was like, yeah, shut down. Oh, okay, I'm just looking at this, but guess what? Like, I'm telling you, girls sometimes are the worst. They are they're mean. They're mean. Is it frazzled? Okay. Yeah, I can't stand The View. I'm not a Whoopi fan at all. I'm not a fan of Joy Behar, and I don't even know who else is on there because I don't watch it. Yeah, I've actually never watched it. I don't care to watch people that I strongly disagree with, so I just have never watched it. But I don't know about tabletop. I don't know. I'm not gonna and I'm not even gonna try to find out because I don't like her, and I never have. And I it's not that I disliked her. I just didn't. I was never a fan of hers, so there's no reason for me to do that. Because I don't have time to do things I want to do. There is no way I'm gonna waste time doing shit I don't care about. I definitely, and I know that at one time Rosie O'Donnell was on there. Not a fan. Not one bit of a fan of hers. Definitely not a fan of Joy Behar or who is it? Whoopi, Rosie, and Joy. Yeah, I don't like either of those people. None of them. So I honestly, Frazzle, I didn't even know that Barbara Walters was on there. I don't think I knew. Maybe I did. I don't know. I've never watched the show. I just have seen different times whenever they come up in something controversial, and I see it. But if I'm being completely honest, I try to say, oh, I don't watch this, I don't watch that. The reality is I don't watch TV at all. So it's not really, I guess, about what I like necessarily. I don't watch any TV. So really, I should just be completely honest. I don't know that much about this stuff. Mr. Snotty puts the TV on every day, and he mostly puts on like pet clips. What am I like? It's not funniest home video, but something like that. But he will watch the news in the morning and get the for weather, whatever. I don't know what he does. But he immediately pushes mute, which sometimes annoys me because I will go out there and I'll look at the TV and I'll think, oh, that looks like something I would like to hear what's going on. But I just say, forget it and don't bother. So I actually don't watch any TV. I don't even fool with the TV. If he's not there, I don't even turn it on. He does. I think wow. How do you spend an entire year not addressing that? That was huge. Right. See, you would think that she even had the fact he handles it is amazing. I think what drove him to do something so crazy. But how rude to do that to your husband. just because your husband will tolerate it, is that okay to do to him? I don't think it is. Not my opinion. In my opinion, it's not. It's really embarrassing for your entire family. You should keep whatever the hell is going on in your private life in your private life. You know, this to me is something that should happen everywhere. What you're doing in your bedroom should not be my business. It should not, and I shouldn't have to just speak to you and know what's happening in your bedroom and address you as such, or what does that mean? It doesn't mean anything. People are like, oh, well, you know, when they say they and them, and then I find out they're talking about one person. Because I've been so confused before, because I'm like, wait, I guess I must have missed something, because I thought they were saying this person, and now, but they keep saying they and them. Well, to me, I don't know, as I was brought up learning English, they or them means multiple. That's not one person. And now all of a sudden, I'm supposed to call one person they or them. What the fuck in the world does that mean? And why do I have to worry about what is that? I can't, non-binary, something like that. So you can't call them he or her. You have to say them or they. I'm not going, I don't fucking have time for this shit. I don't care. And you can call me a fucking dickhead. I don't care. I just treat people as people. Whatever you identify as is not something that I should have to try to do research on and figure out. I should not have to figure that out. I'm just going to speak to you as a person, as a human being, as a person. Now, clearly, I'm going to lose a lot of people right now, because you know what? I'm not playing these fucking games. Personally, I'm just going to tell you, if you have a penis, you are a man. If you have a vagina, you're a woman. But you know what? Call yourself whatever you want. I'm not trying to stop you from doing anything you want to do in your life. But I cannot be bothered with any of that, because I don't care. I'm not saying it's bad or otherwise. I'm saying let it the fuck go. Just be a person, and life could get a lot fucking simpler in our world right now. If we could just be people, okay? Not black, not white, not they, not them, not binary, whatever the fuck any of that means. I'm not going to look up a dictionary to figure out what the fuck you are or how I'm supposed to talk to you. Because I don't ever talk to anybody in the aspect of who they sleep with. I don't care. I don't fucking care. I'm not going to talk to you about what I do in my bedroom. Don't talk to me about what you do in your bedroom, because I don't want to know. I don't give a fuck. You're just a person. A person. Period. Now we got people are oh my God, whatever phobic a person is these days. No, I have a phobia against people who don't want to just motherfucking be normal. And I don't mean normal as far as you are homosexual, you're transsexual, do whatever you want. But you know what? To me, you're just a fucking person that eats, sleeps, shits, showers, does what they do. I don't care. I don't have anything, I don't have a problem with you, but I cannot worry about who you are or what you are because you're just a fucking person to me. And I can't deal with this shit. I'm so tired of hearing how, well, what pronoun are they? What the fuck does that even mean? What do you mean? What pronoun are you? You're a human being. That's the fucking pronoun I'm rolling with, period. And if that means you hate me, then great. Please hate me because I don't care. If you have a dick and you want to wear a dress, then wear a fucking dress. I don't care. I don't have to entertain anything. I do not have to entertain anything I don't want to entertain. Nobody has to entertain my fucking nonsense, and I don't fucking have to entertain yours, and I'm not going to. Because I just simply don't fucking care. Is it not fucking true? Why do I have to fucking worry? You know, I watched this shit with that. Oh my God, what is his name? I can't even think of his name. That kid that the cop kept trying to, he fucking, the police, they called the law on him because he started fights. They tried to kick him out of their establishment. He wouldn't leave. They called the police. Oh, he's going to videotape the police because they called him sir. And oh, good fucking God. Really? I can tell you right now, straight the fuck up. My sister is a sister. She's a female. She is a woman. I have seen her vagina, okay? She's my sister. I've seen it my whole fucking life. Okay, when all you have is girls and in one bedroom or one bathroom house, yeah, I've seen it. I know she's a woman. But with her voice, she gets called sir all the time. You know what she does? She fucking laughs. And you know what she says? When they go, ma'am, I'm sorry, sir. And she goes, it's okay. I get mistaken for a woman all the time. She thinks it's fucking funny. What is she going to do? Sue them? Get over your fucking self. Get over your fucking self. Fucking Jada has alopecia. So what? She also has a fucking man that kisses her fucking raw ass and lets her act like a complete fucking bitch and live a great life. I have eczema all over my entire fucking body. It's gross. It's disgusting. That is what it is. It's a reality. Hello. I have a round, fat face. Don't like it, but it is what it fucking is. Get over it. I refuse to address somebody with their trans, whatever they're doing. I don't care. I don't care. Don't care. Don't care. I think it's pitiful that House of Williams went and made a complete fucking asshole of herself at St. Jude's Hospital where children are sick with cancer. I think it's disgusting. And then she wanted to bring up somebody profiled her. She was profiled. She was profiled as somebody who was trespassing. Nobody gave a fuck what's between her legs. Nobody gave two fucking shits if she has a vagina or a penis. They didn't care. She was there somewhere. She was on private property trespassing. That's what she was doing. And then she runs her mouth acting like she had some kind of fucking right there. No, she did not. No, she did not. She had zero right there. Don't try to make it about whether you're a fucking man or a woman or what you, if you don't fucking know what you are and you can't decide what you are, why the fuck do I need to worry about that? That is not my problem. Not my fucking problem. People got enough shit to worry about in their life than to worry about what kind of fucking gender you want to be today. I don't fucking care. I don't care. Fuck yourself. I don't know. If you have a dick and you can cram it in your vagina, go for it. I don't fucking know. I don't care. Don't care. And I'm so fucking tired of people acting like I have to behave a certain way and call somebody something, a pronoun, a fucking, wow. It's offensive to call somebody a Mr. or a Mrs. That used to be a sign of respect, a miss. My friends' kids to this day, for 40 years, they've been calling me Miss Jackie, Miss Jackie. What, should that be a problem? It's a sign of respect. I don't know. I don't care. Like I said, call me a fucking dickhead. I don't care. I could care less. But I'm not going to worry about what I call people. I will not worry about it. You're just a fucking person. You bleed, you eat, you shit, you sleep, you just like me. So regardless, I'm not going to do it. I'm not. And I certainly don't give a fuck if somebody makes fun of my my gross arms, you know, all of this eczema. I make fun of it. And if I don't want anyone to know about it, then I should probably not fucking put it on the internet, right? So get a fucking wig, bitch. Don't be so fucking proud of your alopecia if no one else is allowed to. Because I would have called her a fucking whore, is what I would have called her. Sorry. A shameful whore that sleeps with her son's friend. Okay? So you're not only a whore, but you are a shameful whore. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Same thing I would be if I slept with my son's friend. Come on. Let's go ahead and act like we're good fucking parents here. Because that's really the situation. Are you a good parent or not? You know what? The way you raise your children, what we are putting into the generation that we're bringing up and putting in, somebody's raising a president. And is this person going to insist that you call them a different gender every fucking day? Are we going to have a president someday that today I'm a man and tomorrow I'm a woman? What the fuck? Are you kidding? Are you fucking kidding? Well, we got somebody in there with fucking dementia right now. So who fucking knows? I just got to tell you that I'm glad I'll be gone by then because I just cannot. I hope I'm gone by then. If I'm not, I will literally put my motherfucking head in sand and I will refuse to come out of it. I won't. Because good God bless America, can we just fucking pull our head out of our ass and realize there are way more important things in the world than somebody's sexual orientation or whatever sexual gender somebody decides to be every motherfucking 10 minutes. I've seen where people are allowed to change their gender throughout the day at school. If I had a child in public school right now, they would fucking be yanked out quicker than fucking shit. You would not be able to tell my kids that they have to accept whatever fucking gender somebody wants to be from class to class. No. And as a woman, no fucking penis better come into the bathroom with me because guess what? I'm going to kick his fucking ass. I don't want to see anybody's fucking private parts. So if you can manage that without me seeing it, great. Because if I see it in the women's bathroom, I'm going to beat the fuck out of you. I am going to. That's a fucking straight up fact. Take it right here and now as a fucking threat. If I walk into a woman, if I'm in a woman's bathroom and I see a penis, honestly, if I see a vagina, I might kick your ass because really I shouldn't. There's no reason for me to see any of those parts. But if I see it, I'm going to kick your fucking ass. Period. That's all there is to it. I made up my mind a long time ago. Any penis I see that I did not ask to see, I'm beating the fuck out of the motherfucker. No, you don't get to show me that if I don't want to see it. That doesn't happen. I'll cram that motherfucker straight up your ass. So whatever, wear a dress, do whatever you want to do. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Just leave me out of it. Don't make me try to change my life because you have your life. I don't expect anybody's life to change over what I'm doing. Don't expect me to change my life over what you're doing because I'm not going to. No. I bother you, you bother me. It's as simple as that. Everybody has to deal with it. That's all there is to it. I mean, it's not ideal. It's not the greatest thing, but it is what it is. This is the way I feel about these things. And I think Jada is a shameful whore. I think she's a shameful whore. That's what she is. And because, again, not only do I not, I guess I'm just very fortunate. I don't want to be a man. I'm not one, and I don't want to be one. I guess I'm just very thankful that I don't want to be anything different than what I am. But I did want a mom. I didn't get to have one. Okay, what do you say to that? What do you call that? What do you call that? Do I need a certain surname, a certain pronoun because my mom died? No, I don't think so. Oh, I'm still just a person. Yeah. I didn't get bullied. I'm sorry. I didn't. I also did not bully anybody. 100% did not. And I stuck up for people who were bullied. But so what it qualifies you to be somebody that gets to be profiled, or you're in some special class? I don't think anybody gets to be in a special class. Everybody needs to be fucking treated the same way. So I hear things about how everybody wants to be treated like everyone else. But quite honestly, I think that's not true. What they want is to be treated better. Right. Right. You know what? I wanted to have fucking air conditioning and heat in my house when I was a little kid, but we didn't have it. I guess I wanted it. I mean, I remember we didn't have it. I don't know. Shit fucking happens and it sucks. So I guess that if, what happened in your life is that you wished you had been born a different gender, then that's a big problem, I guess. I don't know. I personally didn't even have time to worry about that. I had people fucking dying left and right in my life. Okay, guess what? Sorry. I'm sorry that you were not born the gender you wanted to be. Just do whatever the fuck you want to do and leave me out of it. I don't go and make what happened in my life that sucked anybody else's fucking problem. It's not anyone else's problem. It's not. Right. A lot of people want shit and they're not going to get it. I want everybody to have what they want. But I can't, I don't have that. I don't have an option of making everybody's wants a thing. You don't get to keep calling yourself a class, a protected class. You don't get to go to St. Jude's and act like a complete fucking moron, act like an asshole, and act like that you were profiled. How the fuck so? Because you violated a law and you were called out on it? Okay, that's fucking exactly what it is. Nobody gives a fuck about your dick or vagina. They don't care. I'm pretty fucking sure most people don't care. I sure as motherfuck don't care. I don't care. If you don't get in my fucking bubble, I don't give a fuck. I don't think it's okay for you to go to St. Jude's and fuck with kids with cancer. Okay, to me, you have violated something right there. Something big time. Something beyond your transgender, whatever that is. I don't even know what you fucking call this shit because I don't care. I don't think you need to expect me to worry about what the fuck is between your motherfucking legs. Why do I care? Don't give a fuck. Don't make that shit my problem because I'll end up, I can't have it my problem. I don't care. And I just don't, I guess we all need to be very fucking lucky that Chris Rock, Will Smith, and Jada are all black. Because if they weren't, hell, who knows what kind of fucking shit would have gone down. They all are the gender that they were born as far as I know. Because if any weird motherfucking thing got involved here, it would be something entirely different. And that would be really fucking ridiculous because it's a human being uptight with his fucking whore wife assaulting another human being. That's what happened. Do you want to hear a story? I absolutely want to hear a story, Kimmy. I do. I want you to come on panel and tell it, though. I can't read it. I can't read your story because I can't see very well right now. I did forget my glasses. I tried. I haven't read much of what has been on here because I can't see it. So I need you to come up on panel and tell your story. Okay. Oh, I just really love you, Kimmy. I'm trying to see anything right now. It's bad. It's bad. And if there's anything that's happened in chat that I really need to know about, then you got to tell me because I can't see stuff right now. Anybody else want to come up? Please do. You guys always, it's always anytime you want. You know that. Just tell me. I'm down. I love it, actually. In fact, I'm going to let Kimmy carry it while I go to the bathroom.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, you.
Hey. So you guys want to hear a story? Or you want to wait till you get, let me see if I can, I don't know what's wrong with this camera. Anyway, I'll wait till you get back.
Oh, so I really do have to go to the bathroom.
All right.
Okay, I will be right back.
So what do you guys think about the kids dressing up like kitty cats and going to school and using a litter box instead of the toilet? They have what?
Are you kidding?
Nope.
Okay, I'll be right, son of a bitch.
Maybe somebody can help me someday to get my camera going so you can see how old and got the mic. Oh no. Yeah, I got the mic. I'm holding down Jackie's live now. Sorry, top hats. Buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy ride. I'll wait for the story how I got my ex-husband back for being a jerk. So got him from bothering me, so it worked. Anyway, legs. Do you have anything you want to talk about? Top hat? Or should I start my story now? All right. I have an ex-husband. He's a real jerk. Oh, I gotta plug me in. My dog's unplugged me. Okay, hold on. There we go. All right. There you go. I'm in. Okay, my ex-husband's a real jerk, and he killed my little poodle for no big reason. I mean, he was just a jerk. Just a jerk.
He killed your poodle?
Yeah, I had a 4-pound poodle. I came home from work and it was dead. He broke its neck.
Oh, stop it. Oh, God.
I mean, he's a real jerk. He couldn't keep it in his pants. 3 women told me one day that they had him, and I said, good, you can keep him. Okay.
Yeah, please take him.
But every time I came home after we got divorced, he would be in my bathtub or in my bed. And so I figured how to get rid of him.
What do you mean? After you split up?
Yeah.
In your bathtub or your bed?
Yeah.
I almost spit my drink. Okay.
Well, I got you on that one.
Yeah, you did. I'm like,
Sorry.
wait, I missed something. Okay. Sorry.
I mean, he's just like a bad disease you can't get rid of. You know what I mean? No matter how many times you go to the doctor, it keeps coming back.
Oh my God.
Anyway, there was a guy that makes a pretty woman, and he thinks he's a woman, right? And he tapes to make it look like he has breasts, and he tapes it back to make it so there's no bulge down there.
Wow.
Well, I set him up with my ex-husband.
Shut up.
I did. He stopped talking to me, and he never showed up at my place anymore.
Oh shit. No more better bathtub, right?
No. He totally left me alone. I wonder how far he got before he realized it was a guy.
Oh shit, I love it. Kimmy, that is the best. That is so. See, and when did you do that?
I was in my early 30s, about 30 years ago.
Oh my God. So you were like on this shit a long time ago. I don't even.
I didn't put up with this shit. No.
Oh my God, that is so funny. Holy crap.
Nobody ever told me. The guy just laughed and he wouldn't talk to me. You know, we were still friends, but he wouldn't tell me how far my ex-husband got on him before he realized he was a man. And my ex-husband wouldn't talk to me other than that. So,
oh my God, that is the best.
I'm assuming it was pretty far.
Oh my God, that is so funny.
But you never heard about the kids? The parents dress them like cats, and they draw whiskers on their face, and they're making the school to have litter boxes?
No.
Yeah, it's in Iowa and different other states.
So, okay, so they're insisting that the school puts litter boxes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, oh God. So they're like, I
they're
don't know.
insane.
So they are going to the bathroom in a great big huge litter box, and then they're burying it. Are the parents going to come and clean it up?
No, it's probably the janitor.
So the schools are actually doing it.
Yeah. Leg said that she knows of one school that's doing it.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine how screwed up these kids will be when they get to be adults?
No, because for one thing, the way that in some cases, I feel like parents are pushing kids to be something that they don't, a kid's going to be, I wanted to be a nurse at one time. I can't stand the sight of blood. I cannot. I don't, I wanted to be a hairdresser at one time. Guess what? I'm not going to touch dirty hair. I'm not fucking touching it. Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody changes their mind. So if your kid says, "Oh, I want to be a cat," well, then you get to be a cat.
Yeah.
No, that's not the fucking way it works.
Well,
They're
more than
children.
one-
They don't know. They don't know.
No, they don't.
And guess what? Whether you want to be a fucking cat or not, you're not one.
I know.
If you were, you can go hunt rats. What the fuck do you mean?
Okay,
You
my
don't just get to have a fucking litter box.
my question is it child abuse for the other kids to watch the kids go potty in the litter box?
Right.
And if they
Or
want
to have a penis in the women's bathroom.
well, they're catching guys dressing up like women going into the women's bathroom and taking pictures underneath the stalls.
Right. That's why I said I find a penis in my bathroom and I'm going to beat the motherfucker out of him.
Oh, I have a pocket knife in my purse. I would take care of it.
Oh, I always have a knife in my purse. Always. I have a Leatherman. I've got every kind of tool I need in my purse. Always.
There you go.
And my clutch, my very favorite clutch that I carry when I'm just my little things, it has 3 compartments and one of them holds a you know what? And I don't give a fuck what anybody says. It goes everywhere I go. I don't care.
Yeah, me too.
You know
Me
what?
too.
Because, I'd rather be in trouble for having it than not having it when I need it.
Bingo. And did you
Mhm.
hear about the Gold's Gym? There was a guy that thinks he's a woman, and his mother and the child was sitting there as, she was tying the little girl's shoes or something. And this guy walked out stark naked right in front of the little girl. And she complained, and Gold's Gym refused to do anything about it.
See, they're so afraid. This is the problem. You have to cater to this shit. This is what? Less than 1% of the country. I don't even care. I don't care. If it's actually 90%, it's still not okay. I don't have to accept something like that. I don't have to.
No.
And I'm not going to.
There's no way
I
I'm going
am
to
not trying to tell anybody what to do with their life or how to live their life. That is their business. But you're not going to fucking tell me what to do either. I'm allowed to have my own beliefs.
Bingo. He better.
I have feelings. I have beliefs about things. And I am 100%. You don't have to believe what I believe. But I believe in natural childbirth. I don't only believe that marriage is between a man and a woman. I believe that.
Yeah.
That's my belief, not yours. I'm not saying you're not allowed to. First of all, what I believe is it's not up to the government.
That's true.
100%. The government, to me, this is about God. A marriage is about God.
Yes,
not the government. Nothing to do with the government. So this is where they've gotten everybody. This is what politicians have done. They make that their business when it's not their business. But for me, my marriage must be how I am good with God. That works for me. How many religions are there? There's lots of religions. Yes. I'm never going to tell you your religion is wrong and mine's right, because I don't believe that. I don't believe that one person's religion is wrong. That's what's right for them. I believe what's right for me. And so this is what happens. If you're good, my feeling for me, I'm not saying for my kids, for my grandkids, for my neighbor. I'm saying for me is a traditional marriage with a man and a woman. I believe that childbirth is natural.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in vitro. I don't. That's my belief. I'm not saying it's wrong.
That's why we live in America.
Right. It's not right for me, because to me, the biggest miracle in the entire universe, entire of all time, is childbirth.
Yeah.
God did that. And if you are not to have a child, then you won't. That's how I believe.
Yep.
So
And
I don't believe in that, but I'm not saying that you can't. Am I saying that people shouldn't have epidurals? I didn't. I was all natural childbirth. I had over 10-pound kids. I had all natural childbirth. I believe that when you start fucking with shit, you mess it up.
yep.
That's what I believe. You do in vitro, then you do epidural, and then people end up in labor for 40 hours and then they end up with a C-section. You know what? I had nothing. I had huge babies and I was 5 hours in labor and I was 10 minutes. And so I believe that it should all be natural. And that means from conception. That is my belief. But I'm not saying you have to believe that.
Right.
See, this is what people don't understand. But I am still allowed to believe it if I want to.
Right.
And
Well,
they act like you can't. Otherwise, so then you're homophobic and you're phobic this and phobic this. And I'm phobic about shit that I don't even fucking know exists because I had no idea people were shitting in fucking litter boxes.
I know.
What kind of phobia is this now?
Leg said that there's one in Ohio for sure, and her Leg said her cousin saw a girl getting off a bus. She was dressed as a cat with with ears and a tail, and that is how she went to school, and that is where she heard of that. Now, got a question. If they
So
feed her
what do I
cat,
have to accept? What do I have to accept? Okay, you know what? I identify as a fucking, I don't know, an alien smurf billionaire. How about that? Okay, let me just pull a whole bunch of fucking bullshit out of my ass. And so now everybody has to treat me like that? I think maybe I'm royalty. I identify as royal. This is all asinine. When do we decide that this is beyond ridiculous?
well, Mother Nature will teach them that when they get out on their own, but it's going to be too late for them. They're going to be lost.
No, they won't, because we're going to go to jail if we don't fucking accommodate this shit. Then I'll fucking straight go to jail because I will not accommodate it. I don't care what you do. You know, if your family wants to have a litter box for you, then go ahead and be as weird as motherfucking bullshit if you want to. I don't care. I am not going to entertain somebody being a cat. That's stupid.
Yeah, it is.
You're a person. You need to act like one.
I went to the convenience store about a month ago, and they got, you know how guys wear their jeans below their butts? And he had boxers on, right?
Mhm.
Well, his was way below his butt. It was almost to his knees, and his dinglings were hanging out.
No way.
Yeah. His bells were hanging out while he was bending over looking at something. And I go, do you mind if you pull up your pants? I have a right not to see that. And he goes, I have a right to wear it that way.
No, really, you don't. It's called indecent exposure. It's against the law.
And I says, I don't need to see what's hanging out. And suddenly his two big girlfriends surrounded me. And poor Willie, he has a 45 underneath his counter. I backed up. The guy was going nuts. And he told me not to, he said, I better pray not to meet him in a dark alley. I said, is that a threat? I said, give me your name if you're going to threaten me. But people don't I mean, when their body parts are hanging out of their underwear.
That's not okay. And you know what? Okay, no, I'm not allowed to smoke anywhere in this world. And so guess what? You know, this is why I say you offend me also as a person. This is what I say to people. I've had people walk by me like this.
Oh,
and I haven't even lit a cigarette yet. And I've said, guess what? You bother me fucking too. Guess what? Because maybe you fucking have your balls hanging out. I don't know what you do. But you know what? The government fucking sure as shit ain't stopping me from buying cigarettes because they get about 95% of the fucking money off of cigarettes.
Oh, heck yeah.
So they're not gonna stop it.
Nope.
But you know what? People bother me too.
Yeah.
I don't go to anyone's house and fucking insist on shoving my fucking genitalia, my fucking cigarettes, my anything. Stay out of my fucking business. I'll stay out of yours. I'll smoke at home. Keep your fucking balls at home. How about that? What the fuck do you mean? You don't get to be naked out in public.
No.
It's not okay.
No, that's not. I mean, I agree. I agree.
So what are we fucking gonna do? We're just gonna put up with this shit?
No, you know me. You know me.
But you're, I don't know. Did you know that people are, schools are having to entertain kids that want to be cats, so they have litter boxes for them?
I didn't know about the cats. I've heard about most of the other nonsense, but I didn't know about.
I've heard about most of the other nonsense.
I didn't know anything about cats.
The schools are providing litter boxes.
Well, that's pretty messed up.
What's fucking bullshit? It's not messed up. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
And if my kids went to school with a fucking litter box, I would kick somebody's. I'm not kidding. They would be gone. Well, my kids could not go to public school today. No way, no how.
You'd have to be.
No
sedated.
way. I mean, I'm telling you, my kids. Well, I remember when they wanted to teach my kids about AIDS, and I said no. Why? What does that have to do with curriculum?
Well, did you hear about the book they're putting in schools about I can't pronounce them. And they're taking, Dr. Seuss out, but they're putting in other books about how this guy wants to be a woman and, different little parts. And but that's okay for them to do. But Dr. Seuss isn't.
So I forget. I can't remember. Is Dr. Seuss racist or homophobic?
That's what I think they said he's racist, if I remember right.
I don't know because I don't pay attention. Because see, you know what? Just like whenever people said when I was a teenager and they said, "Oh, these rock albums, if you listen to them backwards, they say this." Okay, well, I never listened to any of them backwards. I don't, that wasn't even very convenient. So, not a problem for me. I don't care. Nothing was making me try to worship the devil, so I don't fucking worry about it. So, I don't know, anything that Dr. Seuss did never made me feel homophobic or no, nothing is in them yet, babe. It's in the freezer right here.
That's great, Frazzle. I wish it was in every state now. She said they are now having different bathrooms for them, and if a person's caught in the bathroom with a minor, it's a offense and they could be arrested.
So I'm just going to throw something out there that's really going to make me hate it. You know what? To me, you don't get to have a transgender bathroom. You get to have a penis or a vagina bathroom, period. Wear a dress into the men's bathroom. I don't know. Maybe they'll kick your fucking ass. I don't know. It's still a fact. You are one or the other. You just are. Just because you tape it back or do whatever, that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. You can't just sit on the toilet and pee if you've got your fucking dick taped up to your ass. What do you do? How do they go to the bathroom at all? Because just because you are wearing a dress doesn't mean that you can just sit down and pee with a vagina. You don't have one. How do they do that? Actually, I want to know how they go to the bathroom if they tape it.
You don't want to know.
Do you know?
No.
Yeah, Mr. Snotty, do you know?
I know. He's all, you don't want to know. And I'm like,
he's running. I got to get out of here.
Maybe he knows it. How does that work? Because it's going to come out of a certain place. whether you wanted to or not. I'm sorry. I am so fucking sorry that you wanted to be born a different gender. I'm sorry.
Well, they can put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a
Right.
pig.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry that my parents got divorced when I was 1. I'm sorry that my mom died when I'm 12. But it is just that's what happened.
Yep.
I don't get to say, "Oh, I have a mom." I do. Because I refuse to accept that. What the fuck? You don't get to just say, and you can do whatever. I'm not trying to tell people not to do what they want to do, but don't fucking tell me we are going to have fucking litter boxes in schools because kids want to be cats. Unfucking believable. Who in the fuck is letting this happen?
This country.
Oh my God.
Well, I'm going to step down. Have fun.
No. Why? Why?
Oh, you want me up here? Okay.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to stay up here by myself. I'm not. Because I'm not going to behave.
Like I'm going to behave?
Well, that's why I said it. When you said, "Do we want to hear a story?" Absolutely, we do.
Okay.
But I'm going to end up going to jail because I'm pretty sure that it's against the law to not just love and just maul people that want to be fucking weird.
No.
You know, you've seen places that, and I don't even want to talk about this, but I can't help it. Now that I've heard about a fucking litter box for people, I cannot. We've all heard about, like, if you have a baker that is asked to make a wedding cake for somebody that is,
same-sex marriage.
yes, and it's against their religious beliefs and they don't want to do it. They have been taken out of business by our government.
Yeah.
Having to file bankruptcy. Now, why is it that they are not allowed to believe something that they believe? They're not allowed to believe it.
It's at the end of the world. It's at the end of the Bible.
It has to be. It has to be. I mean, because how much fucking stupider can we get? Are we all going to have fucking rat wheels that we can spin around on everywhere? What? I want one right here. Make it happen. Make it the fuck happen, because I want to just act like a rat. I'm a rat now. What the fuck? What are you? What are you? How far can this go?
Have you seen those robots with the facial expressions?
No.
Yeah, it's him. They made it look like a human with different facial expressions now.
And what are they doing? They're like waiters. I've seen some of that.
Well, they're for sale.
And what do you do with it? What do you like? I could buy one.
Yeah, some weirdos will probably have sex with it. You never know. They made special parts.
Oh, I was gonna say, what would I do with it? Be something else I would have to fucking raise and entertain? No.
You probably could teach it how to clean the house. I don't know,
My God, what is happening?
Go check it out. Go check out the new robots and their facial features.
Well, you can buy them at Walmart?
No, not yet. Not yet. The guy that made the Teslers, he's creating them.
Well, there's a lot of really crazy shit going on. You just think something, and I already know that to some degree. And I'm not trying to be weird, because I don't think that there's a chip in me or anything like that. But I do know for sure, if I just spoke to my cousin like 3 years ago. I was telling my cousin that I was going to for my best friend for Christmas. This is right before COVID because clearly COVID fucked everything up. But for Christmas that year, I was going to get her and I like a spa day.
Yeah.
And I just in my living room spoke to my cousin about it. And next thing you know, I got on my phone and there was spa shit blowing my shit up. And I'm like, okay, I did never do anything.
Yeah,
So,
Legs and I were talking about it. The TVs you get, the smart TVs,
mhm,
they said that they can watch you in your living room watching
yeah.
TV, and probably your laptop too. Maybe it's a good thing that my camera, I can't get it working. I don't
Well,
know.
I actually believe, don't you remember when they put those different meters in everybody's house when Obama was president?
Oh, that
We
puke.
had those smart meters.
Yeah.
And they actually said, we're not going to say that you can't watch TV or run your dishwasher, but maybe not at the same time.
Really?
Well, if I'm fucking paying for my power, I'll do whatever the fuck I want to with it.
Do you know I called the White House 3 times when he was in office? And I told him he was a piece of shit and he wasn't in America. He was. I said some things I can't say on here. And the lady thanked me and thanked me for calling. And the third time, my dad said, Kimmy, you better stop before some suits come to your door.
Well, I will tell you that Mr. Snotty and I have been to DC probably about 10 times. And never on vacation.
You know, there's a fence around the White House now. Don't you know that?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. There always has been. But now you can't even get up to the.
Yeah, they made a new fence close
Mhm.
to the White House to protect the vegetable.
Well, they have, oh my God. He doesn't even know what the fuck he's doing at all.
Well, didn't you hear his wife admit that she tells him what to do and what to say?
Oh, really?
Jill. Yeah, Jill came out and said that she tells him stories right before he has to go and make a speech.
Well, he's clearly dementia. There's no doubt.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
and actually, that's probably a good thing because the real him I don't like at all. But I'm pretty sure that he's not running anything anyway, and everybody knew he wasn't
No.
going to.
I'm just wondering who's pulling the strings behind
Real
the curtain.
current, wouldn't that be very enlightening?
I say it's Obama.
I actually know who's pulling the strings, who has been pulling the strings for a very long time.
Oh.
That's George Soros.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, him and his money.
Mhm. And that's what he has done for a living. He has, the way he has made his money is by ruining currencies all over
Yeah.
the world. And so his ultimate currency to ruin is the dollar.
Yeah.
And that's real close to happening. I mean, it's not worth anything like it used to be at all. And that guy, even what he actually is, as a child, he is Jewish and he turned on the Jews himself.
Oh.
Oh, he is a really
Sweetheart.
He's a very sketchy person, and
Yeah.
he's been in charge of a lot of shit in our country for a long time. Because money is money, right? And you know what? Every one of those stupid fuckers in DC, I don't care what side of the aisle I don't care what side you're on. They're actually all on their own side. None of them are on our side.
Oh, I agree.
But they all make sure that they go and pull some kind of fucking bullshit that they have to you know, they go and make sure they go to pedophile island or some kind of bullshit to where they cannot even ever have a conscience, because then they'll be, their shit will come out.
You know what? We should have an area if things go down that everybody is like our little community that we can see about 20 miles away. We can go hunting, fishing, raise our own vegetables, milk goats, chickens, eggs, make butter. You know what I mean? Have each
I
other's
do.
back. Have
I
each
do.
other's back. Get a doctor, a vet. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm already prepping. I've got 3 boxes full now. And when I can afford, I get ammo. I think I got enough toys. My kids said I don't need any more. So I'm going to buy one more when I can afford it. But
Well, we have property and we have, so I'm just going to say, yeah, I get you.
yeah, I'm looking in Iowa where you can grow gardens. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we're completely off the grid.
That's the only way to be. That is the only off to be, really. Really. So legs, Frazzle. What do you guys think? Can't wait to see my sister on the phone tomorrow. See if there's heard of this stuff. Yeah, Frazzle. That has been checked out. Hey, Jerry.
Hey, yeah, you gotta tell me. I can't see the long text or the long. Yeah, I can't see it. Chats. I should try to. I don't know. I know I can't. Well, at home I have a bigger. At here I can't, because it's just this little thing that I have. But
Okay, Leg said he's 22 and knows all the kids hangs with, so she is so busted and now she's grounded and she's big mad. Uh-oh. Problems at home.
is that Cheyenne? Hey, Jerry.
So my question is, do they use the litter box in the classroom so little boys see little girls and little girls see little boys?
Right. Where is it at? Is it out in the middle of the playground? What the fuck?
Or is it in the bathroom in a stall? But I don't know. And isn't that child abuse if they get to see each other? I mean, each other's private area?
That's not even sanitary.
No.
I honest to God I have never heard any part of that. I have never heard anything about this.
We need to look it up and and have a live on it. Show different pictures of kids in cat costumes in schools with litter box. Now, I heard of a school that's getting in trouble because they are refusing any white children. It's an all-black school.
So I thought we wanted to be treated the same.
Oh, don't you know we're not?
We don't. No, I already know that. No, people that want to be victims, that's what they want to be, is victims.
Yeah.
Period.
I don't know, but they have litter boxes as cats. Maybe they just play in the sand. Just don't step on the mounds in the sand. I lived on a farm, and if you step on a mound, you're going to be scraping your shoe off. Little lumps is a bad thing to step on.
Well, what if you go and play in the sand? I mean, we already know that you can't really, nobody ever could have a litter box or a sandbox for their kids because, cats go over walls and whatnot. And
right.
Yeah, and that's all well and good, but we knew that we couldn't have the kids playing in it because there was piss and shit in it.
Yeah. Unless you have a lid over it and then just take the lid off.
Right. Yeah, there you could. Right. You couldn't just have it out there.
No.
And so I will play. I mean, I can't even imagine the day that there were, human feces in there.
That could bring up so many diseases.
Yes, yes. That's what I'm saying. That's not even safe. It's not. It's 100% not okay in every way, shape, or form. Besides the fact that you have your child just squatting in a box and going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing okay. Besides, when your child is not a child anymore, and they go, how about I had parents saying, yeah, my kid wanted to be a cat, but guess what? I'm not one. The fuck? Okay, you guys, so what I'm understanding now is that that schools are deciding that kids want to be cats and they're allowed to be cats, so schools are accommodating with litter boxes for kids, and kids are dressing up as cats. Their parents are putting whiskers on them and tails and ears. Yeah, so what? If your kid wants to be Godzilla, what the fuck are you gonna do about that? What are you gonna do?
Mothra.
It's not right. Yeah, Mothra. What? Guess what? Too bad. That's awesome. And you know what? Our oldest granddaughter, every time we saw her, she had a different princess dress on. She loved it. That's all she wanted to wear. And her mother let her wear it. But her mother didn't say, wherever she goes, she must be treated as royalty because she's a princess. No, we treat her as a princess because she's our princess.
Okay, May says they had them in one school. They went to, they called them furries, and they allowed it. They are immediately pulled from that school now. And Jerry goes, that hurts my soul. Is those people taking the kids to those sexual drag shows, and even the gay parade where guys are wearing hardly anything and showing their dingling. Yeah, right, Jerry. This world is bizarre.
It's not bizarre. It's sick and wrong. There's no good reason for you to tell your kid. You know what you tell your kids when they say, oh, I want to be a doctor. I want to be this. You say, you know what? I want you to be anything you want to be, and you work hard and you can achieve that. Nobody says if you work really hard, you can become a cat. Because you cannot. You cannot physically, as a person, become a cat. It's fucking impossible. And so these games that we're playing with our kids, saying, oh, you want to be a cat? Oh, you want to be a different gender? Oh, you want to be this? You know how many kids are growing up and saying, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why did you let me act like that? I'm not an adult. I don't know any better.
How about the parents are allowing the kids having sex reassignment surgeries?
Right. Have you not seen adults that are like really fucked up as adults and like, why did my parents let this happen to me? Because it's not even safe necessarily. It's not good. Elective surgery is just that, elective surgery. It's not necessarily a good thing ever. Really, you should have surgery whenever you need it. Now, I'm not going to deny I've had elective surgery. I have. But I haven't had it. I've had one time elective surgery. But there is a lot of it that I actually would like to have. But really, the more I think about it, really, what difference does it make if I don't have a fucking nose that I hate? Okay, I've lived with it this long. Why don't I fucking continue living with it? I don't know. I hate my cheeks. I hate them really fucking bad. What am I going to do about it? Just live with it, right? The fact is, these are chances you're taking whenever you have elective surgery, because surgery should be something that is something you need. Particularly when you're changing everything, Because you're not changing everything. You're not. You can't change everything. You really can't.
How about
You
the
just
like?
remove a penis and put, I don't know what you put.
You make a hole. How about the kid when they decide when he's 18 he'd rather be a guy,
Right.
and they made him as a woman? I mean, I understand for that kind of surgery if the child is born with both packages, a male and a female, which about 3% in this world, they do have that issue. And they could take a DNA and see if it's more female or more male and then do that, or let the child grow up and see the personality and if it's
Become an adult, first of all.
Yeah.
No child needs to make a decision on any surgery at all. Only, I mean, if we're not taught, see, we shouldn't even be talking about it unless it's like cancer or, I mean, no, something they need.
But I hate to have a little girl have a little ding dong when she's definitely a little girl. You know what I mean? And in her 20s now are trying to take the ding dong off because she has a male part and a female part. I had a
Well, you know what? Because so that becomes, that actually is a medical thing.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about is, I wish I could be a man.
Oh, I
Okay.
agree.
Okay. Well, what if you just say this? Okay. I can remember, I don't know. I never wanted to be a man. I never wanted to be a boy. I don't fucking know. I was very tomboyish
Me
in the
too.
way that I fucking win. When I play a game, I win. When I fight, I win. I have to win. I am very competitive. But it wasn't like, I mean, I beat boys. I beat them up. I beat them at sports. But I wasn't ever trying to be one. I don't know. But I definitely was not trying to be poor. I wasn't trying to have fucking, I didn't want to live in the house I lived in. I didn't want, but that just is what it fucking was.
Yeah.
So how do you change all that? So what if I did say I wanted to be a boy? Well, my mom would say, well, okay, well, sorry, you're not. Okay. And I don't have time because I fucking work hard. Most people have too much shit to worry about. You're trying to fucking figure out how you can pay your bills, go to work, go to every game, go to all the shit you need to do. But now I got to worry about your gender. Are you fucking insane? The fuck's wrong with us? Because we want this. I think there are parents talking their kids into this. I think so.
Yeah. Did you see on the internet where this male and female got married, but the male was a mom, but it still had a ding dong, and the female had her breast cut off and was taking hormone treatments, but she had the baby. But the male that's pretending to be a mom was trying to breastfeed the baby. And there's no milk.
Oddly enough, there was no fucking milk in there, right?
Right.
Yeah, see, because some shit, God did what he did, and this is what we have. This is what I'm saying. God gave us childbirth. It's a miracle. It's amazing. But we can't deal with that. No, we have got to fuck with it every fucking which way from Sunday. What the real? Why? Why? And then we wonder why everybody's so fucking mentally ill right now. I wonder. Mental illness has run a motherfucking muck in this country. Everybody's motherfucking out of their minds. They don't know what fucking, no, they're making shit up because their parents are allowing it. Every kid said, I wish I was a cat. I can remember kids going around and like crawling and licking and acting like a dog for a minute. Oh, so a parent now says, oh, they want to be a dog. So we better go, the school better accommodate it. Everybody better fucking, no, that's not the way shit works. We don't do that. And you know what else? Every fucking kid wants to be a princess. Every girl, they want all these things. It's not possible. It's not the way, it's not real life. And people don't even have time. When my kids were little and I worked 2 fucking full-time jobs and I hauled their ass around everywhere, you know what? I barely had time to know what they were doing. I did know what they were doing and I was all over it. But I damn sure didn't have time to worry about something that was out of my fucking realm, out of the ordinary. So people have too much money, too much time, too much fucking ignorance. Because just let kids be kids. Let them play in the dirt. Let them fucking do what they do. And let them want to be a cat, but they're not. They're not. What the fuck are we doing in this world? We are absolutely ruining shit. We're ruining shit with this.
Yeah.
Nobody, oh my God. I wish that all I had to worry about was my fucking gender. Seriously? I mean, have you not had to worry about a lot of fucking shit?
Isn't that life? To make
Right.
it through life?
But why
Yes.
don't you throw on top of it, here I have this vagina and I can't, that's the bottom line. I can't put up with it. No. That's the least of my motherfucking worries. Who cares? I gotta fucking pay rent. I gotta pay rent. I got a lot of shit to do. I cannot worry about what the fuck I have between my legs.
Jerry said she loves you. And Jerry said humans are worse. Humans are the worst. Why not be a dog? That's true.
I think it's great. But how is that going to work? I don't think anyone else is going to accept it for me to just go crawling around.
And biting people and licking your own butt.
Right, trying to hump people.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you? That's awesome, but I'm just not. I think people expect me to act like a person because that's what I am. I have children. I'm supposed to raise them. I don't know. I just feel like when my kids were little, good God, you know, you have football and you've got this, you've got that, and could I even imagine if they were like? If they might have even said to me, you know, I wish I was this or that. And I fucking, okay, well, you're not. And I'm making
it. Move on, grow up. This is what you are. This is life. Hey, got a question for you, Jackie.
Yeah.
Since they're cats, right? Everybody is looking at them as cats. Can we spay and neuter them?
Right. Yeah, because we definitely don't need them to fucking
breed. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And okay, and so where does that stop though? Maybe you want to be a horse. I don't know.
No, there are people out there with horses and they go to this places and they run around at this lady's running them around like horses.
Are you kidding?
No, and there's a place that people dress up like dogs. And they have shows. And this lady is so proud. She got, there are horse people and there are dog people too, that they have tails and they have this dog. They put it's like a helmet, but it's a shape as a dog and the jaw moves when their jaw moves.
They what?
Okay. It looks like a dog mask. And when they talk, the dog jaw mask moves. So it looks like the dog is talking. You need to research it.
I can't deal with shit like this. I cannot. See, and I don't care. I think people should do that if they want to do. I mean, I can remember one time. So I used to work for my ex-husband. He was a over-the-road truck driver. He drove for a moving company. So I ended up working as a packer for this moving company. And I'm telling you, you go and pack people's private shit, and there are things you're like, oh, wow, okay, this is stuff I probably would have packed myself.
Yeah.
A little bit weird. But this one person we went and packed, I'm not kidding, like his whole life, he had all this stuff like he was a baby. I never saw him. We went there. He wasn't even there, which I'm glad I didn't see him because I would have felt really weird. But like seriously, like he had everything adult size that was for a baby, like a big old pacifier, like a lot of this stuff. Well, I find that a little weird, but hey, you know what? It's not my business. I just packed it up. So a lot of people do this, but I've also seen like this one person who acted like a baby. And so he had built himself. Now, he was disabled, so he couldn't work, right? But he had the wherewithal. He was able to build himself an adult size crib and high chair and playpen. And then he had some nurse that came and changed his diaper. All of this is all on Social Security disability. His nurse was and fed him a bottle and this and that. Now, if you want to act like a baby at home, and maybe you're even, I mean, just if Mr. Snotty wanted to ask me to do it and change his diaper, maybe I'd want to. I don't know. I won't. I'm not going to. But if you want to do that in your house, that's good. But why do people get to be disabled? If you can build yourself a crib as a fucking adult man, you can get a job.
Yeah.
Just saying. 35 years old. Why am I supporting your fucking ass?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just curious because there are people truly disabled and they don't get to sleep in a crib and have somebody else paid to come change their diaper. There are people, look at you need somebody to be there if you fall down. How about that? You don't need someone to come there and change your diaper because you want to act like a fucking baby.
No. When I can't take care of myself, then I'll check myself into a nursing home, and you know what I feel about that. Oh, Jerry.
But what if you actually pay what if somebody gets to be paid to just come help you when you fall down legitimately?
Well, Hunter can, but Hunter thinks that is taking advantage of the government. You know what I mean? But yeah, I legally can have somebody come here and be here for me. And I did at first till I caught her sleeping in my bed. I woke up and I looked over and my CNA was sleeping beside me.
Yeah, see, well, that's a whole nother thing, right?
With her shoes on in my bed.
There you go. Then, you don't really know, you don't want that anyway.
No,
you don't. I'm just saying how many people actually need this kind of stuff and they can't get it. But a fucking 35-year-old man that just wants to act like a baby. He's not a baby. He's completely capable of constructing a fucking crib. Then why does he get to get disability? No, this is the kind of shit we've gone way too far with. The fact is, you know what? You're fucking black, you're poor, you're white, you're rich, you're white, you're wish you were black, you wish you were white, you wish you were a man, you wish whatever you fucking are, you just are.
If anybody thinks I have, because I'm white and I'm white privilege,
no,
they can trade my life
right
with me in a heartbeat, and they will be out of this house going, oh my God, I am disabled. I can't bend down, right? I have to sue the workman's comp because they're refusing even medications now. And it's sick. And how do people that are not, that claim they're disabled, get all this help?
Right.
And I can't get anything. I can't get anything. I can't get somebody to help pick up my house, but I can't bend over. my heels fell off of my boot that I had for 5 years. So I asked the doctor today if I can get some cowboy boots. They stand up so I don't have to bend over. And I just put my foot in it, right?
Right.
And she says, well, I don't know if I can assign you that. And I said, well, I can't tie my shoes. She says, well, there's items to help put your shoes on. And I says, yeah, there's items to help pick things up off the bottom shelf and off the floor, but it breaks the first time you use it too. So next.
No, but we're going to clear somebody that just wants to be a baby. Not that they have to be, they just want to be.
Yep.
See, this is what I'm saying. We've gotten this stupid. You have a broken back. That does not take but yet that one, okay, I guess they just know how to work it. I don't have any idea. I don't know how that works. I just know that we've gotten completely stupid. We've
Yeah.
gotten completely stupid because yes, I didn't want to live in the ghetto. I didn't want to I wished we had heat because we were freezing cold when it was cold and we were hotter than fuck when it was hot.
Yeah.
But that's what it was. And nobody got to change it because I didn't like it.
Nope.
And quite honestly, I loved I loved my life then.
I
It was a good life.
I look around. It's not much, but it's free.
Hey, I loved, you know what? After my mom died and I went and I had a pool and I had quads and I had my own bedroom, I had all this stuff, I was miserable.
Yeah.
I loved living where I lived. But you know what? It's just, everybody goes through that. Everybody goes through it, no matter
Yeah.
what. Everybody wishes they had something they didn't have. I mean, because that's if you strive for something, you want something else, that makes you work for it. That's what you do.
I work
You
for
work for it.
everything I got. It might not be the best thing in the world, but it's free. It's paid
Mine.
for. It's
And
mine.
it's mine. It's mine.
And
Right.
Jerry, I need to warn you before you take your dad to a nursing home. Because I worked
Oh, yes. I forgot to tell you last night, Jerry. I'm sorry. I just want to say I did forget about this. Well, I haven't talked to Jerry since, but yes, you do need to hear this, Jerry, because I think you were gone when she told us this.
My dad, I say he's been murdered. And in my mind, he has been murdered. In November, he died November 10th. He was put into a rehab / nursing home. He had his dementia got a good start on him. He fell, and they just were taking him in to get stronger to build him up because he was losing weight. My sister-in-law is a RN. My brother is a sheriff of the town, so they're supposed to be well knowledged, right? Small town. And my sister thinks she runs the world. If it rains, she would drown because her nose is so far up in the air. Well, Dad needed new dentures and he was losing weight. And so I'm only an LPN, but I work with patients. I don't sit behind a desk and telling people what to do and read the rules. I work with them. I see them coughing when they swallow. So I know that in the dentures slipping. So they need to get checked for a swallow evaluation and make sure the dentures are fixed because he can aspirate, right? Well, Dad was losing weight. Well, I thought, well, maybe the quote nursing home or rehab would do that for him, right? He walked in, he had 5 COVID tests, all negative. He walked in joking and laughing. Jerry, check out the nursing home. Make sure they do I's and O's. I's is intakes, O's is outputs. I had no say where my dad went to. Within 2 weeks, he lost 40 pounds and he died. I called every day. They refused for me to talk to him. They said the portable phone did not reach to his room, but it's a portable phone. You take it off and walk to the room, but they would not let me talk to him. They did not do I's and O's. They said it's not by law. They don't have to do that. And I says, well, then how do you know how much he ate or drink? Has he went to the bathroom? How many wet diapers has he had?
Right,
And
ins and outs. Jerry, I didn't understand. When she told us last night, I didn't understand ins and outs. It's what they're intaking and what they are getting rid of.
yes, and you've got to make sure they have to have so many pees during the day and night and poop so they don't get plugged up and they can die if they're
Got to make sure
constipated
they're eating.
and drinking and if they're
Right.
getting dehydrated. And finally, the nurse got tired of me asking, and she says, how can you feed something like that? They called my dad a that. My dad lost 40 pounds and he died within 2 weeks. Now, I would walk through the nursing home or the rehab, and if it smells, don't take them in there. Walk through there, sit, talk, watch a light, and time it and see how long it takes for a staff to get there to answer the light. Then I would go and ask to see the state inspections. If they say no, then leave, because everybody is supposed to be out in front, that everybody needs to see the state inspections. Now, I turned this nursing home in to the state. I got a letter back saying that this nursing home was wrong. And they listed the things that they were wrong. And me as a nurse, I know what they did wrong. As soon as they found out I was a nurse, they stopped talking to me. And they refused to give my mom the medical records. And so if they refused to give the medical records, as family, we had a right to see them. And they refused. They're hiding something. Well, state said since it was COVID, they must have changed their policy by now, and they're letting it slide. But yeah, ask to see the state, see what they got dinged on, walk up and down the hall, see if it smells, look at the patients. If you see the patients have alarms, go check the doors. If the alarms comes, yeah, I know nursing homes are very understaffed. I worked as a nurse, but I also helped the CNAs. If I see, I helped them get in bed, I helped them get cleaned, I helped them, then I pass them my pills, then I help the CNAs, I help feed them. Everybody has to work for a team. I'm sorry, Legs. Legs said her mom got killed, died in a nursing home. To me, that's murder. It could have been prevented. And call state if you feel, get the records on your mom. If you want me to go through the medical records, I will. Get a lawyer. I mean, how many things do they have on record? See, yeah, that's right. See how many states, but you know what? I'm going to call. You can't trust the state anymore. You got to go in and check, walk and see how the patients look. If they're clean, well, look at their fingernails. See if they have their teeth. Yeah. And call lights, how fast. Yeah. Don't trust anybody.
Right. That's exactly right. And you know what? You have to say that. You have to say, like I said, last night after you were already gone, and Kimmy said she needs to ask for ins and outs. Well, I didn't know what that meant. I don't know that meant what they're eating, what they're getting rid of. That stuff is very important, of course, but I don't understand that. And we take for granted that people do understand it. When I think back now, I want to go crazy, because when they said our son could have surgery, I thought that meant because they had told us he couldn't. He needed it, but he couldn't do it. It wasn't safe. So when they said he could, then it meant he could. Well, he didn't make it. Well, I wish now I want to just lose my mind all the time, because I should have said, wait a second, why can he now? Why? You know, I'm not a doctor. I assume they know what they're talking about, but you're right. You can't trust anyone because, you know, you hear too much. Somebody goes in and if Kimmy's dad died in 2 weeks, he didn't go there for anything critical, right?
Nope. All he did is just get stronger. Physical therapy.
See, that's a problem. That is no, and it's not okay. And too many times we let this shit happen. This shit just happens. And what do we know? We don't know because I'm not a doctor. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not this. I'm not that. So you have to just assume that what they say is right. And I think most of the time it is. I don't think that most people are trying to be bad. I don't believe that. And I cannot believe people want to be bad because I just have to fucking give up. Because I have to believe that most people are good.
No, you can't anymore, Jackie. You want me to tell you the horror stories that I walk into nursing homes?
No, don't.
Okay. I mean, it's pretty bad. And a couple nursing homes, I told them that they were not worth my license. I caught a CNA choking a patient. And because she was African American, all the African American staff, well, I got my tires sliced. The administrator had to walk me to my car so I wouldn't get killed. And finally, they figured out I wasn't going to back down. And so people started coming in and saying, yeah, they seen her trying to choke him too. And she got fired and all that. Jerry, this is why I'm saying you have to keep your eyes open. They left my grandpa on the toilet for 3 hours. When I visited my grandpa, his sheets were so yellow and hard, a piss. It wasn't a day. It wasn't 2 days. It was weeks. And he had gangrene in his feet. He refused to have them removed, but they had nothing for pain pills for him other than Tylenol. And that's like pissing on a forest fire. And I went in there and I raised hell. And I demanded to have an aide to go in there to clean him up. They told me to leave. And I said, oh, no. No. Grandpa had a stroke because of the pain. So you could see tears in his eyes. You know what I mean? And so I cleaned up my grandpa. And they called my uncle there. And I had a harsh word with my uncle, say, how could you not give him a pain pill? It was coming down to money. He didn't want to spend the money for the pain pills. And the nursing home allowed my grandpa to go in pain till he died.
Wow.
So.
No, I think, you know, I definitely, I wish I could, I think every single day of my life, I think I wish I could go back and say, wait a second, why is it okay to do it now? Why is it okay? I just thought, okay, if they said he can do it, then that means he's better and they can do it. But you can't trust that. And that's the thing, Jerry, you can't, you know, you don't need to, I don't think anyone's trying to worry you unnecessarily. But like Legs just said, make yourself known. I'm watching. I'm here. And I want to see these things. I want to make sure because you know what? I'm not making an accusation about anybody, but I'm not going to wait for my dad to wither away here. That's not going to happen.
Also,
that's not acceptable.
Change shifts. Don't go at the same time.
Right. But what if it just happens that I don't know. I'm not trying to say anything's going to happen, Jerry. I'm simply saying it's a good idea to say, listen, I'm watching. And you know, there are a lot of people, I think, that don't have anybody.
No, they don't. There's a lot of people. And I was there for patients that didn't have nobody to visit. Right. And you ask them, you check on his weight. You check on his weight. Yeah. You check on his eyes and nose, what he eats and what he sleeps. You check on his bath schedules. If they're missing any bath schedules, I mean, in the middle of the night, are they just walking in and grabbing at him, or do they even come in? You know what I mean? To check on him. Go on hours that the staff is really low. That's 3 to 11 and nights. Days are usually full. But check on when's the last time he had a bowel movement? Don't let it go over for 3 days. And ask
No,
what
there
their
are
policies
good caregivers. There are. No, there are.
Oh, I've seen a lot
There's
of
good at
caregivers.
everything, but there's also bad at everything. We have bad cops, of course. Do we need to call all cops bad? Fuck no. No. We have great teachers. We have some fucked up teachers. There's bad people everywhere in every profession. It's a reality. And it doesn't mean that it's going to happen. It just means that we have to be very aware. We just have to be aware. And we have to say, listen, we have to make sure you can't do that to my dad. You don't get to. I mean, we can't fix the world. We don't know how. And like I said, if I could go back to that fucking day, I can remember plain as day. At the very time I should have said no. Well, it was never up to me, but I should have begged Mr. Snotty, you tell them no. Make it make sense to us. We just trust it, and we shouldn't have.
No.
We shouldn't have.
And I pissed my uncle off bad enough that I wasn't invited to his funeral. My mom said I wasn't invited because I made a ruckus that he didn't put grandpa on a pain pill. Jerry, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you the other side of the coin in a nursing home, what I've seen, what I had to stay on top of, what happened to my father.
It doesn't mean it's happening. It doesn't mean it's going to.
No, but I just want you to be on top of it. You know what to look for. You know and ask for his weights. How often do you weigh him and get his weights?
If there's a drastic change.
Yeah.
And what there shouldn't be.
Right. And ask if he gets snacks and if he's not eating. If he coughs when he tries to swallow, then he needs a swallow evaluation. Just keep an eye on that. If he has dentures, make sure they fit.
But it might be an amazing situation.
Oh,
right? Because you know what? Right. Because we all know physical therapy can be very, very good. I mean, I've seen physical therapy work change people's lives, literally.
I'm out of the bed more because of physical therapy.
Right. No, it can be very good. Don't think that we're trying to make you feel bad like that, Jerry. Don't think that.
No. I just want to warn you.
Just watch.
I want your eyes open. What could happen in a nursing home? That's all I'm doing is just opening your eyes, having things you can look for, so you're not going, I did not know I needed to know this.
Right.
Because I was one of those nurses that there was a right way, the wrong way, there's no gray area. And don't you dare step on the gray area and the wrong way,
Right. Short term. No, I know. That's why I'm saying I don't want you to think that anyone's trying to give you a big dread.
No, Jerry.
It's just watch. It's just simply watch.
My dad was a short-term patient too.
Right.
So I'm just saying, just open your eyes. I've seen nursing homes that are great. Oh, fantastic. I would have stayed there forever. You know what I mean? Working for them. And then there's some, like I said, I told them they're not worth my license. You're going to lose my license. So you just keep an eye on them. You know what I mean? And if your dad turns on the light.
It's just for concern. It's just concern to make sure, because you never know. And you can't trust people these days. I mean, when could we? We don't know. My sister says all the time, how many times have we accepted something that probably was some kind of fuck up? We don't know.
And Jerry, I might be having flashbacks about my dad because he was just short term and came in. And when I heard he was going in, your dad's going in, I probably panicked because of my dad.
Right.
You probably picked a great nursing home and all that. I just want you to keep your eyes open. If anything looks a little mess up, you jump on it right away.
Oh, see, yeah. So it has happened to you. You know, it's there. There's no reason for us to. We should question so much more than we do. We do, because again,
I'm sorry.
what do we know? What do we know? I mean, Kimmy, you do know stuff about that, but I don't. So if somebody says, okay, now I clearly know if you haven't bathed or eaten or anything, but especially now, ever since COVID, they still are weird with guests and stuff, or visitors, I guess, right?
And Jerry, if he sets a lot, I would probably help him into pajamas or whatever. That's a way you could do a body check to see if he's getting any red spots that don't go away. That means he's left sitting too long in one position, or they're not rolling him at night. Just kind of keep an eye on his skin, his bottom area, his butt area, his elbows, his bony areas. Just keep an eye on that. And you know how to check if somebody's dehydrated, don't you? You pull up their skin, pinch up their skin around their wrist, and you count how long it takes. It's just like an animal, how long it takes to go back down. And somebody that is not dehydrated should pop right down. If it takes more than a couple seconds, then you need to start pushing fluids. Turn your arm around and right above your wrist, pull it up and pinch it up. No, turn it the other way.
This way.
Yep. Pull it up and now let it go. How long does it take to go back down?
Immediately.
So you're fine. But patients that are dehydrated, oh, you know that. Okay, I'm sorry. Patients that are dehydrated, they kind of stay up or take a little slower time to go back down, just like animals.
Okay, now you've given me a whole new psychosis. I'm going to be doing this every day.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, but I'm not. I just never knew about it. So now I'm going to be going to everybody. Look, you are dehydrated. Look at this. Look at this.
Well, look at their lips. If they're cracked, you know what I mean? Dry and cracked.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to be bossy. I'm just trying to.
Right. No, you will. No, and we're not trying to scare you. That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to scare you. I am not, for sure. But after you left last night, and then I knew we weren't going to be on whenever you came back. And Kimmy was just like, oh, I just want her to watch for this and that. And I was like, oh, well, I don't even know what any of that means. So I just felt like you should hear that, just because who knows? We just don't know. And obviously
it's valuable information. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And that's what I hope you see it as. And not that we're trying to scare you or freak you out or anything. I mean, I'm not trying to do that. I don't think Kimmy is.
No.
I think it's just something that, when you've experienced something and then you don't want someone else to, clearly, I mean, that's the way I think.
Yeah. Losing a dad, it was the hardest thing I went through. And I don't want you to go through that.
No.
So,
and particularly if it's not his time.
It wasn't his time.
See, that's the way I feel about our son. It wasn't his time. That was not supposed to happen. Definitely not supposed to happen the way it did. And yeah, I wish I had handled things way differently. But we can always, hindsight's 2020, right?
My mom had great care when my family worked at the home. When they left and COVID hit, the whole ball game changed.
Mm-hmm.
I got cussed out because when I got back in and hugged my mom. They told me well, hi, Marion. What did they tell you, Legs?
Hi, Marion.
Girl, I'm one of the weird ones. I don't believe in masks. I believe God covers me, and it says in the Bible that he covers. And I walked into, would ban me because I hugged my mom, and she did, and I never said, I saw her alive again. I'm so sorry. Oh, it's 5 a.m. Wow, you're an early riser. I would be snoring. I'm sorry, Legs. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I worked at a kid's mental hospital, and the grandpa was SAing her when she was a little kid, and she asked me if I would adopt her because her mom and dad is no longer with her. And I got wrote up because I said I would love to, but it's against policy. This girl was so people rejected her. She had no self-worth. She didn't think anybody wanted her, and I did not want her to think I didn't want her. But anyway, I told him I would take that write-up, and I'm going to frame it. That was worth a write-up, and I'll do it again. They really beat us up after the COVID went down. They treated our parents like prisoners. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry, Legs. That COVID period was rough. It really was.
Yeah, COVID is a controversial thing, I guess. I'm assuming because to me, it's all bullshit. It was created.
Yep.
And it's really fucking sick because people died by themselves.
Yep.
With no one near them. That pisses me off so unbelievable. I can't even get, I can't.
What gets me is,
personally, if you're going to put a dirty fucking mask on and wear it all day long, that is worse than anything than fresh air. When has fresh air not been fucking better than some nasty, gross shit over your mouth?
okay.
When? At what fucking point do you actually acknowledge that?
Think of this way. The mask they have at the hospitals and nursing homes keeps nothing out.
No,
no, it don't.
And the grossness. It holds in crap.
Well, every time you breathe the hot air out, you are deteriorating the mask protection. So after a half an hour, that mask is worthless. Now, those cloth masks that everybody swears by, go puff on a cigarette, put that mask on and blow out the smoke and see the smoke coming out of the mask. That COVID germ is smaller than that. I had a patient that had TB, and I was putting on the gown and the mask, and the doctor asked me why, and I was handing him the mask. He said, "I'm not wearing no mask." And I said, "Why? It's mandatory for your protection." And he told me that the TB patient or the TB germ is small enough to get through the mask. Well, do you believe that I got tested positive that I was exposed to TB? That mask didn't help me at all.
No, it's not. No, and in some cases, it's worse for you.
Yeah.
Because whatever funk, how many people have you come across at Walmart or Circle K or I don't know, wherever? And you can just look and see yourself that it's a filthy, nasty fucking mask they have on.
Yep.
What is that doing but making them sick? Because they work somewhere that, you know, I'm going to tell you right now, because I don't have a job, Okay, I know I sound like a complete fucking loser. Now, I've always watched my grandkids. I've always taken care of my husband. I do everything for my family. Now, Mr. Snotty had to get a vaccine. He had to for his job. Okay. He's had to wear a mask because he goes on planes a lot. He travels a lot, goes to other countries. He's had to do these things. I get that. And I haven't had to, and I don't. And let me tell you, I am probably one of the only fucking people I know that has never had COVID, I didn't even get sick at all.
Hello, Jackie. Nice to meet you. I never had COVID and never wore a mask. And my body is made to fight germs and bacteria.
Right.
My immune system works. So if I got exposed from it, I went in the hospital because my tooth was infected. They said, "Oh, it's COVID. Oh, it's COVID." I says, "No, it's not COVID. It's an infected tooth." They ran a COVID test on me. Negative. I said, "Now can I have antibiotics for my tooth?" Since you're done with that. And masks, there, Jerry, I know that you have thick masks in there, and I know they do, but the only kind of mask that really works for COVID is the one with the filter and kind of like what the military has, those gas masks.
Like that little filtering thing right here. Yeah.
Yep. That's what really works. Not the extra thick mask or that. No, what you're doing is breathing your air that you just breathed out. You're breathing in your carbon monoxide that's making it worse for you.
Yes. Yeah, it's not good for you. It's actually totally not good for you to wear a mask. It's not.
No.
It's not.
And I'm so sorry about that, Legs. She said her mom died alone and she got a call that your mom is dead and now you can come and see her for a few minutes.
See, that is what pisses me off more than anything. I'm not even going to get into. I have a whole idea about this fucking COVID. I have a very big, conspiracy, whatever. I don't call it a conspiracy because it fucking worked. And it's to me, it's a reality. It's not a conspiracy because there's no fucking way on God's green earth that this country decided that when we all of a sudden everything had been better in our country than it had been forever. We had fucking peace in the Middle East. And we chose to elect a motherfucking dementia, motherfucking shit his pants, motherfucker. Really? I don't buy any of it. And I also think there's no way this shit just fucking happened. It was created. And the biggest fucking problem, besides the fact that now we all are fucking paying, $6, $7 a gallon of gas and $10 fucking for a damn dozen eggs. Okay. Everything has gone straight to hell. I have been to the grocery store the last two, yesterday and today. And let me just tell you, I have spent over $400 and I didn't buy a fucking piece of meat. I didn't buy a single staple, nothing, no staple. And I've spent $400 fucking dollars. How the fuck it's outrageous. But the worst thing that fucking ever happened is people died in the hospital by themselves because of some bullshit that I don't even know that the Japanese, Chinese, whoever, I think our fucking government did it. I trust our government less than I do the fucking Chinese, less than I do anybody. I don't trust them. I don't know what happened. I'm not going to pretend. I'm not going to, I don't need to go off into some kind of bullshit. But letting people die alone is the sickest fucking thing I've ever heard of. That is the sickest fucking thing. No matter whatever bullshit you're trying to pull, whatever crap you're trying to get over on us, Why in the hell did you let people die alone? That it makes me sick to my fucking stomach. And it pisses me off. But they got by with it, didn't they? They sure the fuck did. And we still are going to go around and wear a fucking mask if we have to. Yeah, we're going to. Because what choice do we have? What choice do we have?
I think the COVID was made to depopulate the world.
Oh, I'm positive that COVID was made to change an election. There's no question. That's where I'm at.
And
There's
I'm not gonna eat that big bag of meat with. They don't even say what kind of meat it was.
No, don't.
Because
No.
I don't know what's in it. I don't know if it's factory made. I don't know if it's real beef. I don't know if it's snake. I don't know what it is. They don't mark it or anything. And the meat I will eat if it's packaged like from a grocery store. But what is, you guys heard about, well, I know Jackie has, about now they have meat grown in labs and they are not,
Of course they do.
and they are not putting it on the package. It's lab made.
Why? See, this is my problem with even now, again, I will respect people's wishes. One of my stepdaughters, she's vegan and I respect her wishes. That's her wish and that's fine. I'm not that and I will never be. Nothing can take butter out of my life. There's no fucking way in the world because I can just eat straight butter and I love it and I don't care. But to me, if you're eating manufactured meat, how is that good? I don't get it. I don't feel like that's a good idea. You know, how many times have we sat around and said, "Oh my God, like I love the fact that we have seedless watermelons, but why? Why? Where the fuck did that come from? That's not a watermelon that grew out of the ground. Am I wrong or right?"
You're right. And you know,
And we have these we have these crazy ass produce all of a sudden year round. What, how the fuck did that happen? Do I like it? Yes. And I appreciate it. But we used to know certain things are not in season. And so you just don't have them right now. Why are they available? What the fuck is going on? And why do we buy produce from China? What good is, are you kidding?
Piggly Wiggly down here gets meat from Mexico.
We get everything from somewhere else. Why?
I don't understand. And
You want to know why? Our country has tried to they want to make it impossible through our environmental situation. EPA wants to stop you from being able to live on your own. See, they don't want that. They don't want you to be able to do that. As we all saw in Waco.
And if you notice, the kids are getting their monthlies and getting, you know, remember those old-fashioned videos? Oh, now you're becoming a woman, your monthly, and you're getting, you know, hair where you never had hair before. You notice they're getting younger, you know, when they're getting that now is because the hormones they're shooting up in the animals. And my dad never done that when he was a farmer. And he had big livestock, you know, and I think that is hurting the males because, like, was it Leg saying the males stop thinking that they're being males, and it also decreases, you know, a man, you know, doing their, you know what I mean, less sperm count, less time in bed with the wives. You know what I mean? It reduces that for them, the chemicals in the meat.
Right. No, and I just saw that Jerry put, yeah, it's abnormal. How much shit is abnormal to you? A lot of things are very weird to me. They're not normal. And it's not okay. Do I like having a watermelon without seeds? Yeah, I think it's great. But why do I have it? And I would rather just have fucking seeds and you leave it the fuck alone. I don't want a watermelon that was grown in a motherfucking lab. I want it to be grown out of the ground.
Yeah. Take the
And
seeds.
I want it to be grown here in America. We don't have to get fucking garlic. Do you guys know the crazy fucking shit that goes on with avocados? Does anybody even know about that?
No, do you know about iced tea?
Oh, Jesus, no. I'm telling you, I am so addicted to iced tea. You cannot tell me this because I literally cannot be without iced tea.
That's fine. Just make sure it's American. It came from America, because if it comes from a third world country, a doctor told me this, they use human feces to fertilize the tea.
Shut the fuck up.
Just read the small print where it comes from.
Well, I just buy Lipton, so I don't know. Or Louisiana. Oh God, don't tell me this. Okay, well, so you know the avocados, because we don't allow, see, we're not allowed to use water. We are not allowed to disrupt any kind of anything. So we have ruined any kind of agriculture in our own country. We won't have it. We will not allow it. So we get avocados from Mexico. That's it.
What?
And it is like a where they grow avocado in Mexico, and it's worse than the fucking drug cartel. They kill people over these fucking avocados. I'm telling you, look it up. Look it up. It is a big problem. It's huge. And we're okay. Well, we won't, we're all going to drive a fucking little Tykes car, and we're all going to act retarded and not use any water and not use this and not use that. But we will let every other fucking country pull all kinds of shit for our crap. What good is that doing? I thought it's a global thing. I thought it was global. Because everybody else is fucking ape shit out of control with it. But we're going to ruin our own economy, our own agriculture, so we can uplift countries that are doing fucking crazy shit. Do I like having good avocado? Yes, I do. But people are dying, being killed, like in a drug cartel. Yeah, the whole area where they grow avocado in Mexico, yeah, you fucking will get killed way quicker than you would in a drug cartel.
Oh,
Swear to God. I'm not kidding. It's a real thing. No, we don't care, though. We don't care. As long as we ruin our economy, then we're great.
Well, if anybody sees big bags of dog food, get them now. I found out why there is a dog food shortage. They are changing the bag size to make them smaller, like regular food, for the same price. So that is why.
That is very dangerous. Sorry.
Yeah.
So we're looking at another shortage of dog food now.
Well, there's no dog food on the in the stores now. It looks like a third world country here, but they said, the guy said that they are remaking the size of the bags, making them smaller. That's why there's no shipments coming out. Now the loaf of bread is half the size now for more money. And I found out why there's an egg shortage.
Why?
Somehow 3 big, corporation egg factory burned down. Somebody burned them down to the ground. All 3 of them.
I think Mr. Snotty told me something about this. Hey, Faith.
Hi,
Hello.
Faith.
Hi. Kimmy's here. Kimmy's reading to me because I.
Yeah,
No,
Jerry.
at home I have a big monitor, and here I just have this, and I forgot my glasses. I actually cannot see. But hello, I'm very happy to see you.
Yes.
We've been talking about bullshit in our world right now. But we also did talk about Chris Rock earlier. So I mean, what I put on my thing is real. Because sometimes we don't end up talking about what I say we're going to talk about, but we did tonight. We did. So I was not a fibber. I don't. That's when I go back and change it and say something about tube socks. That's what I do. Because I'm like, oh my God, okay. Because my daughter's like, okay, well, it's okay if you don't, Mom, fine, great. But, you can't put that. And I'm like, well, why not? We all just did what we wanted to do. She's like, yeah, but people go back and watch your replay and they're like, yeah, that had nothing to do with shit.
Now you can put tube socks down because you did say the word tube socks. So yeah, you could put it down on there.
Yeah, but tonight we did watch the video.
Yes, we did.
We did. So I'm not a liar, pants on fire. Because I don't want to be. I never want to be.
All right, Jerry. Don't take too long. We'll miss you. I haven't heard from our Irish much today.
Oh my God. You tried to say something else right there.
Oh, I brought that name up once before today and I went, nope. She said good morning to me and I said good morning back and that was it for her. But Irish, she's feeling better. She's still have a kidney infection, but she's getting better.
I was gonna say, yeah, I ran into her at a I think God, it must have been Devious. I don't know. But I saw her somewhere and she told me that she was feeling better. And that she had gotten some new medicine. But I know that she doesn't get medication. She has socialized healthcare.
Yes, and
That's not good.
No, and she basically diagnosed herself and then she calls it in and they get medicine for her. So being your own doctor and trying to treat yourself is kind of dangerous.
It's very dangerous because, a lot of times you do know what's going on yourself. You do.
Yeah.
But
baby
you're
boy
not a doctor. You don't know for sure. And what the fuck? See, things have not been going well for her for a long time.
Yeah.
And I think just the fact that she's in the position she's in because of that shit.
Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
It never needed to be to this point ever. That's
Well,
my thinking. And I don't even know her. And I mean, I know, to me, just what I've heard, it feels like it should never have even gotten to this point. And she's really accepted because because what choice does she have?
she has none.
She doesn't.
She can't get out. She can't get out of the bed. They fixed her stair lift, but within 48 hours, it broke again, and nobody went out to get it again.
And you know what? I'll bet you she doesn't even fucking need one. If this had not gotten to this point, she would never have even needed one.
I agree. And how they get her out of that bedroom to a hospital, there is a there is a window on the roof, and they take the window out and lift her up on the roof to get her out.
Oh my God.
I think that's as part of Mary's trouble. She tells her doctor what's wrong and she calls. Oh yeah. If you're not, even if you are medically trained, you still can be dangerous. I tell people that I know enough to be dangerous, but not, I don't know enough to, what I mean. I can spot, like if a patient is having troubles and all that, and I'll call the doctor. And one doctor told me, well, what do you want me to order him? And I said, sir, you're the doctor. I'm just the nurse. You tell me what you want him to be on. It's pretty bad when the doctor said, well, what do you want him on?
Right.
So it's just, oh, that's another thing. Tell Jerry to check the doctor out if her dad keeps the same doctor or not, and do a review on him to see if he's worth it or not. Yeah, a purse full of pills. And one problem with those pills, they all have side effects. And usually you have a few major pills, but then you take pills to take care of the side effects of the other pills. Then you have another pill to take care of the side effects of that pill. And it goes on and on and on. And that could, your body's not made to handle all that drugs. To my knowledge, have you seen the new commercials they have on TV now?
I don't know. No, well, of course, no, clearly I haven't, because I don't even watch TV. So I know I haven't, but
I'm stuck in bed. But there is a female with a beard, a pot belly, talking about her kids while she's doing she, I don't know what is supposed to be, laundry, talking about her kids. I think they're running commercials and shows and all that to make it look like it's normal.
no, that's exactly what they're doing. They want to push this onto our kids. See, and this is another problem that I have. Now, frankly, I have always said to my kid, when my kids were in school, it was nothing crazy like this. But even anything they tried to do with my kids, I said, no, you're not. Because my kids are here for reading, writing, and their arithmetic. You are not to tell them their moral values. I will give them that at home. It comes from here, from me. And that is what people don't. This is why they have attacked academia, because if you can teach the kids to tell their parents, they're wrong, which first of all would never have worked in my world, and it didn't. I can remember, let me tell you guys, there was a time when Fig tried to she sassed me her whole life, but she never got away with it. And I'm not going to lie. There's a couple of times I knocked that girl into another fucking room. Don't you ever talk to me like that. Because she was a stand up in my face and she would tell me what the hell was going on. I'd never put up with it from her. But the fucking school would tell her shit. And she would try to come home and tell me, we need to turn everything off at 9 o'clock tonight. And I was like, well, I don't have that choice. I have, we got home at 7. I've been gone since 4 this morning. And your school is not in charge of my fucking house. I would have to get on to her. And she would try. Now, today she gets it. But they were really trying to push her into pushing me. She tried to have a huge fight with me about fucking wolves. I'm not even kidding you. She was like, there's actually not a single reported case of a wolf ever attacking a person. I go, well, I don't know who even talked to you about a wolf. I'm not against wolves. What the fuck are you trying to tell me? I don't know what they were trying to teach her. But listen, the fact is, you need to teach my kids just the core curriculum. You don't need to try to tell them about how to feel about things. or to tell me not to run my electric after 9 o'clock. Yeah, how is that part of education? That's not education. That is indoctrination, is what that is.
Yes, it is.
That's exactly what it fucking is. And I don't care for it, and I'm not going to have it. I've never had it in my house. And as much as they try to, can you believe? Now, you guys all see Fig. Now, today she gets it. But there was a time when she wanted to cry to me. Well, this shirt was made out of, a 2-liter bottle of soda. And I go, well, guess we don't even fucking drink soda. So what the fuck do you want me to do? I don't care. I work 2 full-time fucking jobs and your dad fucks everybody in town. I don't have time to worry about what fucking shirt you're wearing. Quite frankly, I don't. That's just fucking reality. And guess what? How many parents really actually don't have enough bullshit in their life going on that they get to worry about that their kid wants to be a fucking cat? Is that really a thing? Because that was not a thing in my day. I could barely, it took all I had that she was fucking in dance and chorus and this and that. On top of it, I got to worry about fucking recycling a fucking soda bottle for you to have a shirt. No, I don't have that time in my life. So most people don't have that.
Not normal people, no.
No. Unless you're independently wealthy and you're married to somebody who's not a complete motherfucking dickhead, I don't know what you do with that. I mean, clearly I already didn't care. You guys don't even know. Swear to God, there was a time when our neighbors actually came over and invited us over to a pool party, and they said clothes are not optional. And I was like, okay, well, I wouldn't even go to a party at your house anyway because you're not fun people, but I would never go anywhere that they told me I couldn't wear clothes. That's not going to happen. Well, sure enough, my fucking retarded asshole dick fucking husband went there to that party. And me and my 2 kids watched a movie while we could hear splash, splash next door, knowing everybody's naked. And I was like, oh, for motherfucking sake, are you kidding me?
Who wants to see that?
No one.
Ew.
That's what I'm saying. So the fact is, when these kinds of things are going on in your life, you think I'm worried about fucking recycling? I don't care right now.
No.
Everything in the fucking world is falling apart for me right now. I'm just trying to make sure everybody eats, has power, has this, has that. So I can't fucking worry about a bunch of other bullshit. So whenever the world can fix a cheating, fucking lying prickhead of a husband, maybe then you can talk me into fucking worrying about, not running my power after 9. Maybe, I don't know. Probably not though, because my reality is I'll do whatever the fuck I want to. I'm paying for my power and I'll do it whenever I want to. Maybe I get off work at midnight and I'll fucking run it then. Who knows? Who cares? But you want me to worry about somebody being a fucking cat that's not a cat, but motherfucking cut my power off at midnight. Really?
I do laundry at 3 a.m. because it is a lot cheaper.
Right. Or maybe I don't do it at all because I'm a lazy motherfucking ass. Who cares? Don't tell me what to do. I pay for my fucking shit and I will do whatever I want to. But you want to tell me to accommodate a person who's chose to be an animal. I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it.
Hey, Legs, I dated a guy for about a year and I caught him cheating. You know what I did to him? I'm evil. He came in, passed out on the floor, right? And his girlfriend I was his girlfriend, living with him, and a girl brought him home, and I saw him mooching, and he crashed on the floor. He had a mustache. Well, one side of this mustache got shaved off. His eyebrow got shaved off, and I wrote in black marker, "I fucked up," on his forehead. He woke up, put on his hat, and left with that writing. And yeah, he was minus the eyebrow and a half of his mustache. And I packed and I left. But yeah, I'm not a very nice person.
Well, like I said, I fucked me over before I fuck anybody else, but and that's okay. But I do not I can't play. Are you gonna go downstairs, babe?
No. Unless you want to.
Oh, to smoke?
You want it? I'll go down. Yeah.
I do want a cigarette.
Let me put some shoes on.
Okay, I'm gonna get off because I want a cigarette. This is a hard part about being right. At my house I can. Yeah, it is bedtime, and we have to go downstairs to smoke, and I can't. I've been using my vape, but it doesn't really cut it for me.
Well, I love all the chat. You're my family. I love you, Jackie. I love you, Mr. Snotty.
Well, thank you so much for doing this, Kimmy, because I seriously could not do it tonight by myself. I just couldn't. And I really can't. I am going to go. Well, I have to go home tomorrow. I'm going home every day and taking care of the dogs. And I did put my glasses right next to my purse so I wouldn't forget them, but I did. And like I said, at home, I have a bigger monitor. And here, I really seriously can't see.
I totally understand.
But I really appreciate you, Kimmy, very much.
Anytime, I'm here for you.
And I like your voice. I think it's awesome. I like everything about you.
Oh, this old grandma. I had a fight with my doctor today.
And what'd you say?
She wants me to have a cane.
Well,
I said, no cane. And she said, well, I'll help you from falling. And I said, it'll interfere with my gun hand.
Well, you got to make it work for you. Maybe you use your gun as a cane.
Well,
no cane can do.
Yeah, no cane, can't do it. Interferes with my gun hand. She said, well, maybe you don't need a gun. And I says, well, people break into my house and they try to intimidate me around the town. And yes, I do need a gun.
Yeah.
And she looked at me. She goes, use your other hand.
No.
No,
because that's not what you're comfortable with. That's not what you're comfortable with.
No, the reason why I don't want a cane, and I'm being honest with you, after the surgery, I was in a wheelchair. Took me 6 months to get out of the wheelchair to a walker. Took me a year to get out of the walker to a cane. Took me 3 years to throw that cane away. I don't want to go backwards. If I get a cane, then my muscle in my legs will not be at, you know what I mean? This way it works. I'm forcing it to work. But anyway, you go smoke. Love you, chat. I love you dearly. You're my family.
It's in the other drawer, babe. It's in the other. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to get going. Okay. Yeah. Don't take a cane if that doesn't work for you. Don't do it.
Nope. I'm not.
Don't do it.
Nope, I'm not. Bye, everybody. I'm going to pop
off.
All
right. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I love you. Good night. Thank you, Kimmy, for helping me tonight. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate you.